going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we broadcast simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and the Multiverse. What is going on, Multiverse? How are you guys doing tonight in virtual reality? Thanks for being there and checking us out. We appreciate it. But always, if you cannot catch us live, you can catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But Todd, you don't catch us live, you can't win anything. You got to be here live.
No prizes for those who watch the repeats.
But maybe we'll figure something out soon. Maybe for the people that do watch the repeats, that's only fair. We give them a chance. So maybe we got to think about that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see in the future. But before we go any further, let me just say we have an amazing show for you guys tonight, and we have a very, very special guest that I'm extremely excited to have on here. But let me introduce my friend, my partner from the Great White North, the man who thinks that poutine is a morning, noon, and night meal, and he always orders a Royale with cheese. Todd Jackson, what's going on, Todd? How you doing, brother?
Hi, diddly ho diddly. I am doing fantastic.
So you're back
from back in my studio, back in my home,
back at your studio. There's no duck people behind you,
there's no crazy duck people running into the room behind me. That's true.
I miss the duck guy. Where is he, man? We should have got a cameo.
He's gonna make an appearance tonight. I'm sure.
No duck people behind you.
No crazy duck people running into the room.
Man. So let's talk a little bit about what we have going on this week. We're going to bring a guest in here in a minute, but I just want to, first off, I want to do what we always do. Let's talk about what we have to give away tonight, Todd, because we do have some stuff to give away. We are going to give away, donated by Troy Gillis tonight, guys. We are giving away a key to Warhammer, Age of Sigmar Tempest Fall. Thank you, Troy Gillis. We appreciate you, man. You and your wife, Amber, are amazing, and we appreciate everything that you do in support of our channel. You rock, man. You rock, and so does Amber. Amber does not get enough of the love.
Does not get enough credit, right?
Yeah. Everybody, let's give a hi to Amber Gillis in the group chat, guys, and just say thank you to Amber Gillis because she's awesome. We appreciate it. We got a key for AstroRoxx, Todd, which is basically asteroids, right? It's VR asteroids, man. Who doesn't want
VR asteroids? It's really cool.
Yeah, and we got a key for Ghost Giant. Ghost Giant is another amazing game that does not get enough credit. This is one of the coolest games that you'll find out there, right?
Yeah, it's like a story-driven kind of game. It's not very long. From what I remember, like it's old, but like a classic old. Like
it is, man.
Everybody's list, right? Like
it's super well done, and there's like some extremely cool underlying messages and ideas in that game that everybody should take a look at just for that, because it's some deep stuff in there. But it's a great looking, beautiful game, and it's cool to grab stuff and check stuff out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have a key to one of the best games on the Quest 2 platform that is soon to be coming to the Steam platform, and that's Shadowgate VR. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Shadowgate coming up. But we have a key to give away, donated by our friend, developer Dave Marsh of Shadowgate VR. We're going to give a key away tonight. And then we have some announcements. We're going to talk a little bit about Shadow VR in a little bit. So let's do what we always do, though, real quick before we bring our guest in, Todd. Let's talk to our chat because it is rolling already. We got 34 people strong.
Crazy.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I was telling D earlier, Todd, there was probably about, 10 people, an hour before the show, people in there saying hi, talking to each other, saying what's going on. We've got VR Spry Guy says, hello, everyone. Brand VR is here. VR with Jasmine is here. We may see Jasmine in a minute, maybe. We got Mr. Tasselhoff is here. We are going to talk to Tass into the multiverse this week. I know we missed it last week. We had some issues. We're working on those issues, but we will be in there this week with Tass. We appreciate his help. We have Master Cool is here. Kyle Kitchings is here. Kyle Kitchings, his name only says Kyle Kitchings up there. That doesn't jive with me. Where's his other name that he has in there? Chris 9989 is here. Yeah, right. Sam 2B77 is here. Scissors PL is here. Welcome back, my friend. Troy Gillis is here, my buddy. Traveling man Felipe burned out Lieris. He's taking care of that new baby. He is
new baby. Yep.
Guido 7335 is here. What's going on, Guido? You rock, dude. Let's see. Who else do we got? Techno Glitch. What's up, Tech? Brand VR, I think I said already. Virtual Strangers is here. What's up, Wes? How's it going, man? Me, Wes, and Wes's wife, Michelle, did a late night stream last night, Todd, until like 4:30 in the morning. And
Holy crap! I'm glad I said no.
we streamed after the fall. We had some issues. We were going to do the modded VR version of Deep Rock Galactic. We had technical issues. Could not get. We got the mod working single player, but we could not team up in there, and we troubleshot it for like 3 hours or 4 hours, and just could not get it to work. Teamed up, but we ended up having a kick-ass stream anyway. We did some after the fall, which was amazing, and we won some. We won 2 out of 4 matches.
Wow, that's good.
Damn good. What's going on, Wes? Thanks for coming in. Paul Fantasy is here. Michelle B is here. Karina Stimpin is here. What's up, Karina? How are you doing? Bacardi B is here. Michelle Dillon, speak of the devil, she is here. Who else do we have? We have Echo into the Future is here. I am Brandon is here. Mike Newton, what's up, Mike? We got Kimberly Worth is here from the Multiverse, one of our regulars in the Multiverse. What's up, Kimberly? Let's see. Who else do we got? I did say Spry Guy, right? I think I did. Onakazi is here. Roadster Rides is here.
Roadster Rides, cool. That's Scooter. He's the guy that owns the house that I was at in Florida.
Oh, nice. I love it, man. That's why he says we want the duck.
Yeah.
We want the duck. Daniel Kaz is here. No spamming. Nick Thompson is here. Rattlehead. Aylin Kara. Diz the Game Cat. What's up, man? Oh my God, so many people, Todd. It's crazy. Pay Tyson is here. We have a Facebook user. Who do we got in Facebook, Todd?
I don't see. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Hang on.
I got it right here. We got Michael Roberts. We got Amber Manzer, Terry Church. Your dad, Terry Jackson, is here. What's going on, Todd's dad? Welcome to our chat, man. Thank you for being here. Who else do we have? I think that might be it. Mepper just slid in. What's going on, Mepper? How are you doing? We have 42 amazing people watching us throughout the platforms. Thanks for being here, everybody. This is going to be an amazing show, and I don't want to make our guest wait any longer because I've been waiting a long time to have her come in and talk to us, and this is going to be a really fun night. This person, if you talk to her and you don't bring a smile to your face, there's something wrong with you because she's one of the most energetic, cool people that I've ever met. Let's bring on VR with Jasmine. Jasmine, what's going on?
Hi, everybody. Oh, man, what an introduction. Whew, I need to live up to it now.
Hi, you got that. You got that easy. You got that one easy. Problems. Yeah, for sure. Jasmine, thanks for coming in and hanging out and being here with us, man. We really appreciate it.
I am so excited. And it's crazy because I'm seeing some of the people in chat, which are like people I see in other VR streams. So this is awesome. It's just such a tight-knit community. And hi, everybody.
It's funny because a lot of people say that. Anybody that we have come in here is like, oh, I know so many people in our chat. It's amazing. And there is a ton of crossover. It's so good that,
we're all friends.
Yeah, it is. At least people support everybody across platforms, and all these people are really into what we're doing, you know, which is amazing. And I just want to say Eric Foss dropped in, Orland Hooper dropped in, and a couple others. So I just want to say, hey, what's going on there as well? And a lot of people tuning in to say hi to Jasmine and, you know, get a little peek into Jasmine's world and see what you're all about and what you have going on over.
You're a busy woman.
I was going to say, there's a million things that we can talk about with you. And I think where we should start is let's just start at the beginning with you and kind of take us up to where you are now. So basically start where you'd like to start as to, you know, how you got kind of going on this journey, which is, it's an amazing story. And I want everybody to hear it.
On the journey of content creation?
Yeah, or just wherever you feel like starting, wherever you feel like you kind of made your, because here's one thing I think everybody knows. So you were a robotics engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes,
you were a program manager for in the tech industry. I mean, you know, we don't need to go into like who exactly you worked for, but you had a completely different career path.
Yeah, so I worked in Silicon Valley as a program manager. Had an engineering background, or I guess I still do, but I don't do that anymore. But yeah, so I guess recently, about a month and a half ago, I quit all of that, which is a really big deal because it's pretty hard to get into the industries that I was in. But I quit all of that because I'm just so passionate about like making content, talking about VR, connecting with the community. And so to me, I was like, well, at the time I was working full time. I was also finishing up my MBA program and doing content creation, and I just could not do all of it. And I was like, what's the most logical thing to get rid of? Of course, work, right? I mean,
Absolutely. Get rid of the part that sucks.
Right.
so I just finished my MBA program a couple of 2 weeks ago. So yay! And now I'm like all in on doing content creation.
Yeah, and it was one of the things that I thought was amazing. Now we met in person at CES this past January, and when we were kind of talking and hanging out, one thing I learned about you is you love virtual reality. Number one, you love games, you love virtual reality, but you love teaching people about virtual reality, which I think is where you're a little bit different than anybody else. You have a passion for informing new people in the VR about the ins and outs of VR, what to what to look out for, what not to look out for, how to get over things. Like we were just talking about, you've got a video out there that you did for people who have blurriness in their lenses and how to correct these things. It's got over 147,000 views. So there's people out there that need help because there's that many people looking at that one video. So I just think that part of it that you do is completely different than most people out there, what they're doing content creation wise. And I love that.
Yeah, well, there's a much deeper story to this. How far should I go into my past?
This is your platform. You go wherever you want to go right now.
Floor is yours.
Absolutely.
All right, so I've always loved teaching. Like that, I was a tutor, like a private tutor for 10 years for fun because I thought it was fun to teach people math. So that was that's what I used to do. But because I was also good at math and science, went into engineering. But I've always thought like if at least in the US, if like teaching careers paid more, I would have probably gone into that. But I wanted something that was a little bit more secure, I guess. And then I quit. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's something I've always been super passionate about. I love like teaching people, and so that's one side of it. That's just something that I like to do. The other side of it was being a female in engineering. I don't think most people were intentionally discriminating, but I think it did happen. Like there's some like internal things that you're not even recognizing that you're doing. So for example, when we'd have group projects, I wouldn't get picked necessarily like first, especially because I'm so feminine. So people might have thought that I just didn't have the capability or something. And I hated that feeling of it got in my head. I thought, am I not smart enough? Am I not good enough to do this? Because obviously like other people are seeing it. And then when I'd have conversations with people about tech stuff, they tend to use really heavy, like big words to try to fluff it up, to sound smarter, to sound cooler, whatever it is. And then that also messed with my head. And I thought like, maybe I'm not good enough to do this. And it was only afterwards that I've had this like a decade long career that I realized, no, I don't think that is the case. But I think I don't want other people to feel like that. I don't want anyone else to feel like tech isn't for them, or that maybe they're not smart enough, or like something. I don't want there to be a barrier. So for me, my passion is like getting people to feel comfortable around technology, especially as someone who's really passionate about it. So it comes from like, yes, VR, because I believe that VR is like changing lives, but also tech in general, like home automation. Like, how can you make your life better with technology? And I just don't want people to be afraid of that, because if they introduce tech into their life to make it better, then it's like you free up your time to do other things, and you have all these tools to, I don't know. I just think it's a really great space.
Yeah, it is. And that's what a lot of people get nervous with virtual reality, because number one, with the Quest 2 or even the Quest, it's so much more approachable now, right? So you have a whole different audience of people. So you have non-tech savvy people now that are broaching the gap into virtual reality, that would probably never have done so before. So a lot of these people are doing this for the first time, or getting into anything like this for the first time, and they just don't know what to do or how to do these things. And some feel that they have no way to do this. And that's why it's great when people have platforms to learn these things where they don't have to feel, like they're inadequate or in some way because they don't know these things. And that was one of the reasons that we created our YouTube or our Facebook group. We wanted a place where people could feel comfortable to ask questions. So I think it's great that you have a channel that teaches these things to people, and you teach it in a way like it's like you're not preaching like, hey, this, you should know this. You like kind of like break everything down to the easiest point to explain everything, for like from the perspective of somebody who's never done this before, which I think is great.
Yeah, well, I just think about it, if it was like my mom or, someone like an elderly person, I really hate, I don't want them to be left out of something so cool that could be beneficial, especially if you think about it. There's like adults or elderly who are in like nursing homes that don't get a lot of interaction, are probably quite lonely, and VR could really benefit them. So why aren't we creating things that is easy for them to understand so that way they can take part in something that could enhance their lives? So that's how I think about it. When it could seem like, some of the things I post is like pretty, like it's not the the coolest thing to talk about, like, oh, if you can't see in VR, like these are the different options that you have, like, that's not the things that most people want to talk about, I guess. But for me, it's really, I know that I'm helping someone by doing this, and I don't know who else is going to do this. So if it's not going to be me, how are these people going to get into the technology?
Yeah,
It's good because you're bridging that gap for people that are completely technologically inept and
Mhm.
afraid of things like VR or AR, and they can now go to that space and they don't feel so overwhelmed when you break it down and make it so easy for them to learn. So it's
That's
good.
what I hope to do. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, it's really is a big deal. And what I love now too is now that you have time, because you have kind of gone full time into content creation, among other things that we're going to talk about too, because you have your hand in everything, which is amazing. But let's talk about you've started doing a lot more live streaming, which I come and watch you all the time. And whenever I see you go live, I'm like, I have to go in and just watch, because like I think, like I remember back, you did the game Wander. I think it was amazing. I love that when you go in there and did it, and how you kind of walk through everything. It's just so cool, and the way you interact with your audience, it's amazing. And I love that you're live streaming now, and everybody needs to go check out Jasmine, especially when she live streams. It's so much fun.
That is so nice of you. Yeah, so I've been live streaming for the past almost 6 months now. It's mostly been like VR games that I play, but I'm thinking there, there might be some things changing up. I just, when I have the opportunity to talk to people one on one, I realize how many questions that they really do have about VR and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I think there might be some, more talking streams so I can get to know people better and give access to like Q&As and stuff for people. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, either to have a dedicated night where you just do something like that, or even start your streams off with where you just sit and talk to people in front of the camera for however long before you get into whatever you're going to get into. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I think it's always a good thing. And you're right, people have questions, and it's tough to answer people questions when you're in the in VR live streaming,
It's
right?
very hard, yeah, because
Especially when
I'm
you're in a
so
game.
VR
Like,
so immersive, and like my attention span is of a puppy. I
they
will
need to
get
make some
distracted by
more
absolutely
tools.
everything.
Yeah, right.
And
They
it
need to make
and
some
it
more tools.
shows. It shows. My community used to make fun of me because they were just like, "Oh, there she goes again, running off after the next shiny thing." I get so distracted. If you watch me play a game, I take longer than everybody because I just want to look at everything. And
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
mean
"You know
that.
that there's an objective, right?" And I was like, "What?"
You mean I have to do something? I just want to walk
Yeah,
around.
I thought we were just
So,
exploring. I don't get it. I don't understand.
You and Wes from Virtual Strangers would get along perfect, because it takes, like, if it takes me an hour to get through a level, it would take him 3 hours, because he just wants to
Wow,
open
man,
he wants to
great.
open every drawer, he wants to open every cabinet,
yeah.
he wants to
Yeah.
find every hidden thing there's supposed to be in there.
And like the other thing that it's so silly, but the other thing I think about is when there's some cool type of interaction, like for example in Neos, there was you can get you can have a cup and then you can dip it into a pool of water and it'll be filled with water, or you can put it under a tap and it'll fill with water. And I was just like, wow, the amount of like coding that went into this, what an amazing feat. And I'm sure everyone else is just like, oh, cool, that's so normal. But to me, I'm like, this is hard. Someone really did a lot of math to get this to do this. So that's also what goes through my mind. I
Yeah,
picked
I
the
mean,
Plunge.
yeah, when somebody has a background like you do, it's amazing. I mean, I'm sure you think about these things where we are just like, I just want to, like, I don't want to know how the meal was made. I just want to eat it. You know what I mean? But for somebody like you know how the meal was made. You know how these games are made, so you know what goes on behind it, how
I
much
wouldn't.
work
Oh,
goes
I
into these
wouldn't go
things.
that far. I did mechanical, so I'm more hardware. So that's why I think that's why I'm even more amazed by software, because I think that those people are just magic. I don't know what they do. They go into a black box and suddenly things are beautiful. So
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. So when you decided to make that switch, I mean, that's, it's a big thing, you know what I mean? Because like, we were talking about it a little while ago. I recently did the switch.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Yeah.
gave everything up, and
Yay.
yeah, and it's like once you do it, it's like a freeing feeling. But when leading up to that point, it's like it's tough to do. It's not easy to do these things, to give up your career or whatever you're doing, and to like
I
go
don't
into like unknown, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't really think of it that way. Okay, so there's two parts of the story. And also I get made fun of all the time because I'm so like this bullet points in my head and I'm like, okay, gotta get through these bullet points. So you'll probably see in the way I speak that I think that way. Okay, so two-part story. First one. Oh, hi, Mr. Tasselhoff. Okay, so the first one is back after after I graduated college. I actually took a gap year and I lived in Australia for a year. And
Wow.
yeah, and I did like a working holiday visa. I was working at like the convenience store, and I was selling old lady dresses at the night market. And then I like did data entry. I was doing like the most random things. Yeah, I feel like it sounds really brave, but that first month that I did that, I was crying because I was like, "What am I doing? All my friends have engineering jobs. No one's gonna want me. Why am I such a loser?" Like I was
Oh,
crying
no.
at my older sister who was there at the time as well. She basically like snapped me into place and was like, snap out of it. Like, why don't you go enjoy yourself? Like get a job. At the time I wasn't like working yet because I didn't know what to do. Like, why don't you experience this and then figure that stuff out later? And so I think that taught me a really big lesson because after that I was able to get my robotics job, and it was a really good gig. And I feel like to me, I was able to take this time away and I was still able to land a good gig after. So it made me trust myself that if anything happens, I'm sure I'll find a way. So that's kind of the mentality that I'm taking into this. Is I don't think that I'm like giving up my job. I'm pretty sure if I tried hard enough, I could find another thing later on down the line if I really wanted to. So I don't think about it as like giving up my career. It's more, I thought of it more as, VR is really coming to, it's really like starting to peak. And at the same time, AR is starting to come up as well, like augmented reality. And so now is the time. It is a prime time. And I just kept thinking, if I don't go all in into this, other like creators and other things are going to start growing, and I'm going to have to play catch up to all those people because I didn't seize the opportunity right now when it's just growing and I'm already in it. So to me, I would rather, try now than miss out on this opportunity and wait later on.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, you could always go back to whatever you're doing before. I mean, you can always move back into it if you need to move back into it. But like you said, the time is now. I mean,
It is. It's
really,
like the .com boom. You can't.
yeah,
You don't know. You don't know who's
You
going to
don't
be
want to
like
miss out, right?
Amazon or whatever. Like, it's you got to take opportunity in life when it comes to you. So that's kind of what it felt like to me. It is very scary, of course, and I'm definitely like living on my savings right now. But at the same time, it's like I think of it as I'm investing in myself and investing in my happiness and investing in the things that I want to do.
right. I remember when you did it because you were. It was right around GDC time, and it just seemed like you.
Yeah.
It was like a load off for you. And we don't know each other like that well, but I could just tell you were happy about what you did. You know what I mean? You were like you were content in your decision, which is good. When you find that and you make that decision, then you're like, all right, now let's go. I'm ready to do it. Let's do it.
I'm actually reading this book right now called The Magic of Thinking Big. And he basically said that if you limit yourself to thinking that you can't do things, then you won't be able to do things. But if you think that you can, I mean, it's, this is like a bigger book of that very like, quote, like if you think you can, then you can, whatever. Anyway, so I'm reading that book and I realized that for like, I don't necessarily have that mentality of like, oh, I think I can do this kind of things. I think I make really big decisions before I have the time to think. And then it's already happening and I have no choice but to like make it work. Like when I went to Australia, I bought a one-way ticket and I was already there. I had to make it work. I had to figure it out. And same kind
That's
of
awesome.
mentality here. I was like, I know I'm not doing what I want to do. Or it's not that I did love my job a lot actually. But I kept thinking like, if I don't give this the opportunity now, like, am I going to regret it? So I'm like, I'll figure it out as it goes day by day.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like all of us are kind of doing that now. I would just want to see Echo into the Future says, they have their own YouTube channel and they're just getting started, I think, too. And they said I was contacted today about one of my vids by a developer asking me to test or review a game. Love it. Yeah, I mean,
Oh wow! Congratulations! That's so exciting. Yeah, it's
yeah.
like a big deal when you get a like developer contact you for the first time.
Right when
just
it's
like,
going the other way around, it was like a
you're like,
big
Mom,
deal.
I
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
it. People know me. That's awesome.
Exactly. Yeah,
Congratulations.
and this will segue us right into a cool thing, which was the awe that we both had at CES, because that was my first big show and that was your first big show, right? And
Hmm.
the amount of we were like kids in kids in a candy store, because the amount of cool
Hmm.
technology that was there was just utterly crazy, and you got a chance to like try it all, because then you had some amazing your OO videos, and you did a great YouTube short with an OO vest on, and I think you did like X-Tall and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I did reviews. I did a CES recap video, which did really well. I recapped like the things that I thought were really cool VR related in at CES, mostly like products. Like again, I'm very hardware type of person, so to me, if I could touch it, oh, great. And there was actually a the haptic gloves. Oh, it was so cool. It's $5,000 because it's enterprise, but I got to try it, and the experience was to like be able to crush a can and also do an assembly line, like assembling screws to make some robot thing. And when you were crushing the can with the it wasn't haptic gloves, sorry, it was force feedback gloves. When you're crushing the can, it's like pulling tension on your fingers so you aren't able to crush it quite at the beginning. And then once you overcome, that pressure point or whatever, it just like all of a sudden crushes into your hand, and it was just like, wow, whoa. So
So satisfying.
I need this in my house. And if you, I just bought, I don't know if you know this, but Cat C, the VR treadmill for consumers, they are just coming out with their second version. I didn't get the first version, but I was just like, okay, I don't have a job. It's $1,500. Do I do this? Do I do this? And I was like, F it, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna get that in a couple of months, and I'm so excited. I just love technology. If you can't tell, I love products.
Oh yeah. Another one you love too, and I think they did send you one to try out, and I know you tested it there too, and we all tested it at CES, was the smell unit.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent you one to try it at home too, right? That was super cool. I mean, when you can like Todd, when you put this thing on, they had like a demo where you could be like walking down like a boardwalk, like a seaside boardwalk, and you could smell like popcorn, and you could smell like root beer, and that was pretty cool.
That's cool.
It was very cool. I think, okay, so it's weird because when you talk about, these technology and products with, yes, Catwalk C, thank you, Master.
There you go.
If you talk about these kind of products to non-VR people, oh, gosh, the things I hear is, oh, people that want a game want to like live in the real world so badly in VR. Like, why don't you just live in the real world? I hear that all the
So
time, and
frustrating.
I'm just like, you just don't get it. Who are you? I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you in a headset, and I'm gonna get you obsessed. I am convinced that any person that gets around me, if I get them in a headset, they are 1,000,000% gonna buy one, because I will convince them. But yeah, so the smelling thing is really cool. I think the thing that's cool the thing that I liked about it the most was that it was a very subtle smell. I thought it was going to be overwhelming, like if you walk into a perfume store and you're overwhelmed and you're just like, oh, like headache level. But it wasn't like that at all. It was very, very subtle. And all of a sudden you're like walking around a boardwalk and you're smelling the popcorn, smelling the sea breeze, smelling the root beer, and you're just like, I feel so comforted. I feel like I'm in just a warm blanket of nostalgic childhood, so it's great.
Yeah,
I really
that's
hope
what it is
that,
too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's what it is too. It's immersion, right? I mean, it can think about the memories. If you got certain smells, and how many smells bring back memories for you. And if you're in a VR headset and you're having, your visual experience is in a different place, and then you can actually add the smell. And the more senses you can add in, it just changes the experience. And forget about gaming. I mean, think about what you could do with like, therapeutic things or medical things for
absolutely.
people.
Meditation stuff, or even big screen beta, where you can actually smell the popcorn, the virtual popcorn that you're holding.
I love popcorn.
Mash loves his popcorn.
I need to eat more popcorn.
Me too. I just want to say quick, we have a lot of people. Todd, if you can help me just scroll up in the chat a little bit and just let's call out some people in the multiverse, because I think we're going to talk a little bit about that next. And we might take a trip into the multiverse real quick.
Sad2B77 is in the multiverse. We've got, of course, Mr. Tasselhoff is in there. Michelle B was in there. Who else have we got here?
Multi is here. Multi-1 is here in the multiverse.
LSM99 is in the multiverse. 7 Ravier, so it's a Ravier, I'm guessing, is in the multiverse. I think Jason's in a full room.
Yeah.
Let's King is in there.
Jason, are you ready for us in the multiverse? So, Jasmine, you are very familiar with the multiverse, because when we first got into the multiverse, we saw you all over the place. You were already in there.
All over the place. No, I was only in there a tiny bit. I wouldn't say I know all about it. I think you all have been in it way more than I have. But yeah.
I saw you in the multiverse, and I was like, oh, this is a great idea. And then I dove head first, and how can I capitalize on this whole world? And I think we've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, so I think you guys are like the staple now, honestly.
Yeah, it's a cool way to be in there, and I think this is one of those things where you said, you want to be in early on these things, and I kind of think the multiverse could be something really special, and I think it's doing the right things, and they're working on it all the time, and I think there's more and more people are getting in there, and the cities are getting bigger. The
there's just so much more to do in there. Now they've got new storefront. We just changed our storefront last week. There's new apartments, new penthouses. There's so much more interactive things. It's growing.
And it seems like there's a very strong community in that, in that huge space, which is very, very big.
Yeah.
It seems like they're just
walk down those
constantly
streets
growing.
now, and there's shops everywhere. People selling clothes and knickknacks and NFTs, and there's meditation centers and Recovering Addict. He's huge in the multiverse, and he's got a whole bunch of storefronts for his charity, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Let's bring in Tass. Tass, are you ready for us? Right?
Yes.
Because you know what happens too is a lot of people that are in there. A lot of people are in there they never believe that we're live. And guys, we're live. You are live. You're on camera. There's Mepper.
And is that Ellen?
Ellen.
It's Michelle. Yeah. But it's Michelle backwards.
Yeah, nice. There's Zeta Gray.
Zeta.
Three Viking.
As a penguin. Cute.
King, yeah.
But if you look up here,
look at that.
Yeah, let's go look at Jasmine up there. This is what. So Todd sets our room up for the whole week. Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, that's
who's that?
So that's a portal, Jasmine. So
if they click on that door, it'll take you directly to your YouTube page.
Oh, sweet! I highly recommend everybody in the multiverse. Go ahead, click on that.
Click on that door. Yeah, that door will be there probably for 2 or 3 days, even after our show's over.
Oh, that's awesome.
That door will stay up there. And of course, our side quest giveaway door is there as well.
That's awesome. You guys have such a beautiful, beautiful space.
Oh, and then if you look in this room, who is this?
Oh, man. What?
There she is.
Awesome.
I guess I am all over the place there.
I told you. We may have put you there, but you're all over the place.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So hey everybody, and now there's multiple instances of this room. So this is just one room. There could be hundreds of these rooms potentially. I'm sure there's not that right now. There's probably 2 or 3, Todd?
Probably 2 or 3 right now, I would say, judging by our numbers.
Because you can only fit so many people in one room, but we usually fill a few, which is so cool. And we just appreciate everybody that's in there in VR watching a podcast about VR. I mean, how cool is that, man? You can't do that everywhere.
This is the future.
Right? Inception.
And then we do have the door right over here saying that, if you come on in here and you #multiverse, you can get in a special giveaway for the people that attend in the multiverse.
Oh, I love that. That's sweet.
And the door to the right over there should take them to our metaverse, the giant space for Q2C.
Yep. So maybe later we'll visit somewhere else.
Yeah. When we do that,
here.
Yeah, it just popped in. Yeah, why don't we do that later in the show, Task? Let's pop back in. Maybe
Yep.
we can we go ahead and go to the city, area. Maybe take
Yeah, go check out the store.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Task, you're awesome, man. We appreciate it.
Bye,
Thank you for
everybody.
being in there.
Oh, bye, Taz.
Awesome. So Jason Ward, Mr. Tasselhoff, amazing guy. He helps us out every week in Multiverse. He is our ambassador in there, and go get his stuff. He makes some amazing stuff. If you guys want gun stocks, if you want golf club stocks, anything 3D printed, he has a ton of stuff. That's super
I'll be
cool.
right back. Give me a second.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's got a giveaway too. So if you guys want to win some gift certificates to Mr. Tass, go to SideQuest, because right now SideQuest, their big giveaway, Mr. Tass has one of the giveaways that you can do in there.
Oh,
That's right.
I mean, look at
Oh,
these
you
things.
have some.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh,
Look at
thank
them.
you.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I have like my.
Your
Anyway,
green
these are
screen.
Beat Saber cubes, and so now everyone that sees me in public when I pull out my cubes must know that I love VR.
I know, right?
Oh, I love those colors. Those are
Oh,
perfect.
yeah. He's got our colors. It's our.
I got the
Taz
Q2C
is
colors.
awesome.
He's so good.
Yeah. So now we're talking about stores. You recently just started making Immersion. That shirt you're wearing is super cool. That's one of your new shirts, right?
Thank you. Yeah. So if anyone's noticed, this is a very shiny shirt. Can you see what it looks like? It's a headset, and then it says VR with Jasmine around it in a circle.
Oh, cool.
So
That is so
yeah,
cool.
and I am making these by hand at home.
Oh my goodness.
You're
Yeah.
yourself?
Yes, I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. Like, so I've been so terrible about posting on TikTok this week because I've literally been spending the mornings and afternoons just making shirts in my room.
That's awesome. I absolutely love that. Todd, how come you're not making our shirts, bro?
I hire that shit out. Are you kidding me?
I guess this is what happens when you quit your job. You're just like, okay, I gotta do everything now.
I'm super jealous because I have yet to quit my job.
It's coming soon. You got to start going to some of these
soon.
shows. You got to start coming to these shows, and then you
I
start
know, right?
branching out, and you start talking to people. And
Living the dream.
PAX West. Todd will be with
I'll be
us.
at PAX West. Yep.
Yeah, or I'm going to be at PAX
Oh,
West.
actually, sorry. Let me grab another thing. Ooh, I'm so
Oh, yeah.
unprepared.
No, we love it. Props are the best thing in the world. We love props. Anything you can bring around, show somebody is great. Tass says also make sure you don't miss the side quest giveaways. Yes, let's. We're going to talk about that real quick. We just want to finish the birthday wish to side quest. Hey, Todd, nice for you, bro.
Thanks.
Side quest, their actual birthday was the 23rd. So we just want to say again, happy birthday, side quest, and 2.2 million monthly active users now with side quest. Ooh, what do you got?
Crazy.
Okay, so talking about merch a little bit more. So I have these. I'm selling these as well.
Those are
So
those.
these- Yeah, exactly. So these
They
are
work,
the.
man. I use them. They work.
They
great.
do.
What are they?
They're
They're
motion
motion
sickness.
sickness
They
bracelets.
push on
No
your-
way.
Yeah, oh my gosh, they're my favorite thing. So actually they're used for car sickness, seasickness, and then also I guess women use it for during pregnancy.
Mhm.
And when I get motion sick really easily in VR, and so I was just trying to figure out like the least invasive and easiest way. 'Cause it was always like, oh, point a fan to your face. I'm like, I want to forget to turn on the fan, or like I have to move things around because I can't just have the fan on the floor all the time, or all these other things. And so I found out I saw that these work for other sickness. There's this this
Like a
ball
pressure
here that
thing.
applies like a pressure to this point in your hand. I don't know. It's like an acupuncture thing. But
That's
yeah,
right.
so then these make you not as motion sick, and they work really, really well. So I have these in my store with my cute little logo. So
That's so cool.
yeah, and I logo these myself also in my room, just huddled in a corner with my back hurting.
Oh my god.
So
You literally could be the hardest working person in VR. Because you have your own coin now too. You have the Jas coin.
yeah, so that was interesting.
Yeah, tell us about the Jas coin.
Sure. Yeah. So, well, I guess I'll explain how I got into it at first. So, one of the people in my community, his name's D-Womp. Shout out to D-Womp if he sees this. So he is really into like crypto and Web3. And last year, at the beginning of last year, he kept telling me, you need to make a creator coin. I was like, what the heck is a creator coin? I was like, I don't even understand what this is. Like who, why, what, when, where. But yeah, so eventually I decided to apply and then I got accepted. So I officially have a Jas coin. So I'm going to go into a bit of an explanation here because it's a difficult concept to understand. But I do have a video about it on my YouTube channel. Something, I think it's called like social token. So the concept is, okay, so the concept is like for everybody that's here right now, like you're participating, but like what you're participating, but there's like no, I guess, aside from like the giveaways, there's no like other tangible rewards that you're getting for being here. Aw, thank you, GC13. That's so sweet.
GC13, the Diet Pepsi cat, you rock. And she says, I love Jasmine's content. She's liked and subscribed. Great to have a group of awesome VR peeps in the room. Shout out to Mash and Lamp too. You're the best, GC.
You're the best.
So, okay. So the concept about social tokens and creator coins is just so hard to explain. But pretty much it's instead of being like an audience, you really want to create a community. And so, for example, for all the people that are here, if you were to like sign up using my link for this coin, then I would just give you all a free coin. And I could give as many as I want, how little I want. And so these coins now can be traded into like my store, and it can be either traded for merch, for exclusive access to different things. For example, today I just did a VIP like Zoom call. So the people that are like on a certain tier, like holding a certain amount of my coins for being active in my community, they were able to do like a video call with me, and we just chatted and hung out for an hour. So it allows your community, especially people who are like really like hardcore fans and have earned the coins, or they can buy if they want, to be able to get access to like a more tight-knit group of people.
It almost gives them a little bit of ownership in your channel, right? It makes them feel like they're a part of it, which is amazing, which we all want. We want people to feel like we're a part of our channels, right?
Yeah, definitely. And so, for example, so this shirt, this shiny one, this is only going to be available to the people that are like at a certain tier in my coin community. So if they're holding a certain amount of coins, they have the option to order this print, but for everybody else, they'll only get the flat color, which would just be the purple, plain purple. So if you were active in my community, if I saw that you were really active in my Discord and helping people out, sometimes I'll just send coins and I'm like, oh, thank you for helping that person out. Now they can get into VR. Or if like people are in my live streams and like chatting or like, really being part of the community, I'm like, I want to be able to reward you for like being such a great presence here. So I just reward them with coins and then they can exchange it for whatever we think about later.
That's very cool.
So cool. These things are cool, man. Anytime you can create and think about new ways to get your community involved. Right? When are we getting our coin, Todd?
Oh man, I'm so like distracted. I'm trying to tell like this very difficult concept, but I'm so distracted by chat. Y'all are so active. I love it. You guys are great.
It is too. Our chat is always so crazy.
I'm telling you, I am so distracted easily. I'm trying so hard to focus on my story. I don't even know if I explained it well. If that wasn't good, I swear I have a much better video on my YouTube channel where I really thought it out. And so if that was confusing, you want to know more, that's how you can learn more.
Yeah, for sure. Go check it out. Yeah. About everything too, because I mean, like I said, Jasmine's got some amazing videos, and like go watch some of her past live streams. I love the one that you did with Vermilion. It was so good. Really? It was so funny. It was great. Because you were like,
you tell me these things. No one ever told me.
Yeah, because not many people would put themselves down there to start painting in front of people. That's not easy to do. And you were like, you did a good job with the painting, and you
did that live, didn't you?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. And it was weird because I actually like for fun when I was younger in high school, I used to paint, and it would be like a way for me to relax. Not like anything professional or anything. It was just like a fun thing. And it was weird because when I was live streaming, I caught myself like telling all these stories about my life and my childhood. And I was like, what is happening right now? It's like,
why am I telling people these things?
I'm like, oh gosh, darn it.
Like therapy.
Yeah, my favorite, like the act of painting makes me want to divulge everything that's ever happened to me. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. So you probably know a lot more about me than I intended for people to know.
Well, I mean, people should go check you out because I do know a little bit more about you because we've met in person a few times now. We've hung out quite a bit at CES. We hung out at GDC, which was great. We went to Zenith party together, Todd.
Wait.
Don't talk
I
about
need
that.
to tell the story. Okay, so we went to the Zenith launch party, and Eric, gosh, he was like, oh man, I'm having so much fun, but I really gotta go do my live stream. And I was like, oh, do you really? Because like this party's so fun. And he's like, yeah, I really do. So the commitment to the stream, I would have just been like, sorry, I'm partying. And I did actually. I was supposed to stream that day also, and I posted I posted a photo. I posted a photo of me at the Zenith launch party, and I was like, sorry, y'all, this is more important.
It was terrible too. I was like 4 gin and tonics in. We were having a good time, and I'm like, I don't know, I want to stay. I'm like, I almost canceled. I really did.
It was so
tough.
Oh my gosh, you were so good.
Oh.
I aspired to be as good as you. Because I was definitely like, I'm sorry, what was that? I'm just gonna selfie. sorry, group. I mean, but look where I am.
And we were
So
just
he's
having
very,
so
very
much
committed
fun.
to it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was me and you and Skiva and Alex, and I mean there was
Alex
a ton of other
Between
people there.
Realities.
It was like the people from Val were there, and it was just
It
there was a
was
lot of cool people there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like gosh, some people from VR chat, like
Yeah, right.
community managers, and then like the rec room people were there. I didn't even get to talk to them.
Oh,
'cause
that's
everyone
right. I
was gone.
forgot about
It
that.
was-
Yeah,
it
right when I was leaving, the rec
insane.
room guys were there, and like I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing?
I was like, star eyes everywhere. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Someone
it was a lot of fun.
Someone said they thought I was a Filipino streamer before I was. I was streaming on Twitch before I started doing the whole YouTube thing, and I was streaming on Twitch. I was playing Beat Saber because the pandemic started, and I needed to get my workout in, and we weren't allowed to leave our house because everyone was quarantined inside their house. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. So I started playing Beat Saber, got really obsessed with it, and then I was also sad because I'm such a social person. I couldn't talk to anyone, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna stream on Twitch. And then it's crazy because like from streaming Beat Saber, I grew to like over 1,500 in a year's time frame by streaming on Twitch, which like I didn't know that was gonna happen. So anyway, so I was a streamer before. Then what happened was while I was streaming, everyone would ask me questions about VR. They're like, oh, what headset are you using? How do you get the Twitch chat to show up? What do you do about this? Oh, how do you do that? And I was just like, I cannot keep answering all these questions like over and over again. So that's why I started making videos. And that was how my channel on YouTube was born. So yeah.
And it's taken off lately, crazy. I mean, you're almost 5,000 subs already now, and I mean, literally,
So
I mean, yeah, I mean, the content you're putting out now is really, really good, and it's quality content. And not that it wasn't always; it's just it's more now. You know what I mean? Where before you just didn't have time to do it as much. But I mean, and the 5,000 you have are like truly good 5,000. You know, there's no inflated numbers here. You guys have a great community. So that 5,000 is well earned. Well earned.
Oh, thank you. I want to make sure that whatever I do is good for people. So I try. Earl just said, I mean, you are still Filipino, but no longer a Twitch streamer. This is correct. I don't think
This is also
I changed.
true. Yeah.
I don't
That's
change.
true.
I don't think I changed. I'm only half though, so.
That is true. Yeah, let's check with chat here a little bit because there's so many comments that I miss.
Yeah, everyone's so funny. Why are we not?
I know we could have a show just reading off comments from chat.
Right. Speaking of Twitch, here's a link for those of you who want to jump over on Twitch. We could use a couple more concurrent viewers. Chat is relayed to both Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, so you won't miss anything by being on Twitch.
So I am Dickel says I watched Jasmine videos before. Love her VR content. I thought she was a Filipino streamer before. You were right. There you go. Onikazi says Bob Ross is strong with this one. Bob Ross was definitely channeling himself through Jasmine that night.
Oh man, I have a good story about this too. So the first time I ever whenever I went into big screen, you know, big screen, right? Like the movie app
Oh, yeah.
game
Yep.
on Quest. I just thought maybe some people don't know. Anyway, so it's a place where you can watch TV with other people or watch movies. And so the first time I went into it, I was like, I don't really know what to do. And so then I saw that there was a Bob Ross room where he was just painting, and you can like watch him painting on TV with other people. So that was the first time I ever saw like a Bob Ross show, honestly. And it was so great. I was like so relaxed, and like none of us were talking because we were all like, you know, just watching. But every time the commercials came on, we would take out tomatoes and start throwing it at the screen because we were like, boo. But like literally no words transpired between any of us. We just sat there like all relaxed and watching. It was great. And I didn't know any of these people. So
I may have seen that episode live of Bob
yeah.
Ross.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of his stuff live. Eric and I
we're old. Yeah,
we're old.
Oh,
I remember when Bob Ross's afro hairstyle was definitely in style.
It was cool. Yeah, right.
It was cool. Yeah, Bob Ross was
so
the cool
funny.
one, even back then for sure. Let's see. There's so many people, crazy people in chat. Somebody said, "Oh no," Jasmine said Beat Saber. Michelle B said, "Oh no," she said Beat Saber. It's okay. Jasmine can like Beat Saber. It's okay.
I do like Beat Saber. I played it for a long time.
Chris9989 says we need an AR Bob Ross so we can paint along with the AR overlay, and you
That
can
would
do
be
that
cool.
in Vermilion. In
So
Vermilion, you
Yeah,
can pull up a
I was
YouTube
going to say
video
that same thing.
and then overlay it right onto your canvas so that you can paint right on top of Bob Ross.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching MRTV. Sebastian Ong had an interview with, I can't remember his name now, the creator of Vermilion, and like I know that he like went to the Bob Ross Foundation, you know, the people that are still in control of Bob Ross's, you know, assets and, you know, everything that, you know, the licensing for Bob Ross, and he really wanted to get him in it in some way. You know what I mean? He wanted to, like, you know, have him there painting with you on screen or have like a video, and they wouldn't release it. But I think they said they didn't think that VR was like anything big.
No, they had
like,
they didn't know anything about it VR, and they had no interest. Thought it was just ridiculous, and he did such a good job with that game. I just had so much fun in that video. Yeah, so what a great experience.
Mickey Burt wants to know if I had a Bob Ross afro. I did not have a Bob Ross afro. Todd did, though. You can tell it's
I might have, yeah.
I wish I had my tomatoes so I can throw it at Eric for not having one.
Echo into the Future says, "Do you even synth brush, bro?"
I do. I love synth writers too. I'm a rhythm game person. I used to do I played Dance Dance Revolution growing up for years. So, and then I also played Guitar Hero, Rock Band. I'm a very like all of it. I love all of it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. And that's what, you know, that was one of the coolest things that we did in CES too. Alex and Skiba from Between Realities put on an after party, content creator party that we all got a chance to go to.
Yeah.
And they did it at this retro it was
Barcade.
a bar called, it was a barcade called, I think it was called Arcade One or One Up, Arcade One Up or something like that. And they had pretty much every cabinet that you could ever find. It was amazing. It was so cool. They had like spots bar and TVs behind the bar, and you could sit at the bar and play like an NES, or you could play like, you know, you'd have your PlayStation controller right there and you'd be playing on a TV behind the bar. Such a cool place. We had so much fun.
We met so many cool people too. I remember I was so like awestruck or like starstruck by V Bunny, and
Speed Bunny was there.
And Bone. I was like, it's V Bunny.
Dude, when I went back and told my daughter I was hanging out with V Bunny Go, she's like,
Yeah. Skiba was telling me when he tells his daughter that he's seeing V Bunny, she's like, oh my god, can you get me an autograph or something? And I'm like, this is wild. And we just get to hang out with her all casually, no big.
I did the same thing, but I did it over David Heaney from Upload VR.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's David Heaney. And I started talking to him, and he's probably the coolest guy you'd ever. He just sat there and drank his beer all night long. He's so cool. But he's like David Heaney's the smartest tech guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I go to like whenever I want any information about tech or I want to understand something, I go to him.
Really? Shoot, I should be going to him then. I need to learn a lot of things.
Oh, dude, he's so smart, and he's not like one of the smart people that will just like puke out information at you that you can't understand. He always talks about it to the point where you can always understand it, or he tries to make it.
Well,
Always.
It makes sense because he writes articles for upload. Of course, he has to like be good and like structured and thoughtful in how he presents content. So
yeah,
great
yeah,
idea.
he's so good, and I think
If he
he's
doesn't
gonna.
respond
I'm
to you,
hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping he's gonna be. We'll see him again at because we saw him at CES. I did not see him at GDC. I don't know if he went. He probably didn't go, but hopefully
no,
we'll see
and
him at all.
I have no idea, but I know that Alex and Skiva are going for
Yeah, they
upload.
are.
So who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll have more than them.
There's gonna be a lot of
Disco VR.
Tatiana's going. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of
Who?
people here. I was
Disco
Tatiana
VR.
Disco VR.
Oh,
Yep.
wait. Has anyone? Wait, I don't know if I should share the story. Should I share the story? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
always
shoot.
share stories. It's just us here.
Okay.
There's nobody else who's watching.
Yeah, it's just the three
Yeah.
of us. Yeah.
It's just us and our close 10,000 friends.
Yeah,
That's right.
Fine.
So there was like an event out here a couple of weeks ago for all the Meta Quest ambassadors.
Oh yeah.
And like in the Bay Area. So I live in the Bay Area. And I was like, they're all here. And Skiva and Alex came out too because they were filming for upload. They were filming the Meta Quest store opening for upload. And they were like, we gotta crash their like event. And I was like, we can't crash their event. And they were like, I'm going to crash their event. They were like, you mean to tell me that like gamer tag and like a wolf in VR and like disco VR and like all these VR and like Soul Fox and all these VR like and Techman, all these VR content creators are here and I can't meet them. And they were like, I think not. And so they like, and I was like, well, shoot, if you're crashing, then I'm crashing. Like I live here. This is my like, you know, my city. They can't be here and not. Yeah. So we totally crashed and it was great. They were super like, they were super nice and let us like hang out with them. They're like, we're happy to have you here. So I don't know why I just told that story. I guess I'm a
No,
party
it was
crasher.
so cool, and I don't know if anybody had a cell. We showed the birthday video that we had done for
Oh,
SideQuest last
yeah.
week, and Jasmine was in it. You were in that video, right?
I was in that video because I crashed the party.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It was
right?
great. Yeah, it was perfect. See, so it all worked out. It all comes full
It all
circle.
worked
That
out.
was
That's
why I
right.
told the story because of that.
Yeah, heck yeah, and that, you know what, that is Alex and Skiva. They're not afraid to like
No.
if you won't let them in, they will kick the door in. That's you know, and that's how
they're
you
great.
get noticed, and that's how that's how they broke in. Alex will tell the story all the time that when he wanted to break into VR and he wanted to do something in the VR, he went to it was one of the OC shows, and he ran around with a microphone and just put the microphone in people's faces and
In
started talking to
everyone's
people.
face. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you break in, and that's, you know, that's why sometimes that's why you have to do these things, and they're right. You know what I mean?
We had
Go
the two
there.
of them on our show about a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
about 2
sweet.
months.
What a great time. We had so much fun.
Oh, I'm sure they're a blast. But yeah, that's why every event I just follow them around. I'm like, I am your unofficial third wheeler. I am just going to be here, and then oh gosh, it's so great, especially when we're like in like I don't know, in like a after party or something kind of thing.
Yeah.
Skiva will just like look at people and he's like, that person, I'm gonna talk to that person next. And I was like, what do you mean you're gonna talk? And he's just like, just watch. And he'll just like start getting closer and closer, and then eventually be like, oh hey man, what are you drinking? Oh cool. And I'm just like, okay. Like, okay, he just talks to everybody. And then I'm like, oh hi, I'm here too. I'm
Remember me?
Hello. I also
But
love
that-
VR.
But that's how Skiva is.
Go
You can't
girl.
not
They're so
talk
dumb.
to that guy. Yeah, I mean, when he
And
walks
also
up,
just,
he's
like,
just such.
Yeah, and also just such great energy. So when you start talking to them, you're like, oh shoot, what a treat. Thank you for talking to me, because everyone else was a snooze.
Yeah, right.
But they're great.
No,
They're great.
and they're genuine, and everybody knows that, and it
Mhm.
comes across that way. So you know they're not fake, and you just can tell that right up front. So that's why that's why they can approach so many people and do what they
Very
do.
true.
How did this
Very
turn
true.
out to be a love fest between realities?
I don't-
Yeah,
It's a Jasmine
I don't
show.
know.
And they're not even in chat to be like all gushy and blushing.
I don't
Well,
know.
we should say thank you to our
You
newest
should.
patron of
Yes.
Q2C VR Gamer, Skiva. Thank you, man. Thank you
Aw.
for being
Yes.
a patron. You rock, dude. Thank you very much. And if you're watching later, thank you. We appreciate it. And we had a new piece of merch. Todd made a new T-shirt for our new T-shirt that has D on it. D, you're on the shirt with us. And
So
the first
shirt.
person,
What's the shirt?
to buy when we announced it,
I'll pull
the
it up
first
right now.
person, the first person to buy that shirt, Alex VR. It all comes full circle. See how that works?
Yep, he was
Mm.
super excited that we put it up.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah,
Aw.
he came in the chat the other night, and I said, like, oh, Alex, I saw you bought a shirt, man. Thank you very much. He's like, yeah, I've been waiting for you to give me one, and it wasn't going to happen, so I just went and bought it.
Aw.
I'm like, man, I would have gave you one. He's like, yeah, right. When? He was busting me pretty good. I keep forgetting. That's my problem. I always forget.
as soon as I get a Between Reality shirt there, Alex.
Yeah, right. Hey, but D, congratulations on getting on a shirt. Awesome.
I know. It's official now.
Exactly.
She's on the
It's
shirt.
shirt official.
D did the same thing, Jasmine. She just kicked down the door until we let her in. She just kicking.
That's how you get it done. I need to take notes from you because I'm just following the people that are kicking doors.
Jasmine, what do you think? You want to give away a key after we do this? Make somebody happy?
Me? How do I do that?
Well, we'll do it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
look at that
What's up,
shirt.
Benny?
That is super
Thank
cool.
you.
Todd, can you dump the chat for us so we can make that a little bit bigger?
Benny just hopped in.
Yeah, what's up, Benny?
Oh, that looks so good. So official.
I know. I got to get one.
It turned out really good. Yeah, I kind of like the way it came out. So
It's very balanced.
my
Very
OCD
cool.
kicks in when I'm doing these shirts.
Nice job. Yeah, and then Alex VR has got the first one. So congratulations,
Yep.
Alex. So, very cool. Cool. All right, guys, let's give away the key to. Let's give a big one away first. Let's get the big one. Let's get Warhammer out of the way, and then we'll talk to Jasmine a little bit more, and then we'll let her get out of here so she can go relax a little bit for tonight. But let's give Warhammer away. Warhammer Age of Sigmar Tempest Fall. Really, really good game that launched last week on the Quest 2. And I just made a video that will drop. I made a video this week that'll drop tomorrow. And I know it's a week late, but I didn't want to do the same video that everybody else did. I did the Storm Trials video. So if you guys have, you know this game, it's a complete campaign of this game, which is fantastic. But everybody's done the videos on the campaign. Every content creator out there. I don't think anybody has done videos on the Storm Trials, which is basically their Horde mode. So you're going to watch me play through the Horde mode and get as far as I can and do, upgrade some weapons. And it's a good time, a lot of fun. And you see me get my ass kicked by these guys and laugh at myself a lot. So yeah, check out tomorrow afternoon. Age of Sigmar Tempest Fall. I'll drop a video probably around 3 p.m. Eastern time for that. And it's a lot of fun. Check it out. And let's drop a key, guys. Jasmine, we love giving away keys on this show.
Give me 1 minute here.
Okay.
I still have a 3,200 person wheel populating, so it's like glitching out on my
What?
screen.
How many?
3,200? Yeah, we had a big giveaway last week. We had over 3,200 people that entered the giveaway last week.
That is a lot of people.
Yeah, it killed the wheel, basically.
killing
I don't
The wheel
even know if
glitch.
I know that many people.
Jasmine, while we're waiting, tell us a little bit about what you are working on right now for your channel and what you hope to keep, what you have planned for. If there's anything you can tell us that you have coming up.
Yeah. So I guess, like I said, I really like getting new people into VR. So I've seen what I'm starting to see is the problem is a lot of people got headsets during Christmas time and then they played a couple of games and now they're like, all right, I don't know what else to do with this. And I see that as a very, very big problem because people are still thinking that VR is just for gaming. And that is a big aspect of it. But there's this whole other multiple things that you can do. Like if you're into fitness, you can use it for fitness or for me, for example, I've started using it for productivity. I started doing I started mind mapping in VR, like my content or my thoughts so that I can get them out clear and organize them. Started using my headset to work in. So instead of working on my computer, I'm projecting into my headset and now I'm much more focused. So there's a lot of other things that you can do in VR. And so the next, the coming up content that I'm going to talk about is still, of course, going to be about how to help people with their problems and overcome them in VR and also talk about accessories. But also, what else can you do? How can you get more bang for your buck? You already have the hardware. What else can you do? How else can you make your life better? So I'm very excited about that because for me, that's something I've already been living. And it occurred to me that I should probably also share this with people so that other people can also do more with their headset.
Yeah, and productivity is a lot. I mean, you can do. There's a ton you can do. Like Todd works. He does a lot of work with inside
I'll
his
put
VR
an
headset.
8 or 10 hour day in my headset.
Oh wow. Okay, so you
I
know all
use
about it. It's
I
a big
use
deal.
vSpatial. Yeah, and
Hmm.
I love it. I've
Yeah.
tried all
And
of them, and it seems to be the one that I can
which
get the
one do
most
you
work
use?
done. vSpatial.
Okay, I haven't tried that one yet.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's all
Something to try.
controlled with your hands, no controllers. You get a keyboard and a mouse that you can actually see inside the space, and massive screens everywhere. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's
That sounds
very,
similar
very
to
productive.
Immerse now. Because you
It's
can it's the
it's
same.
kind of like immersed. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like immersed.
Okay. Yeah,
Spatial
that's
IO
awesome.
is similar.
Yeah. And I think the other thing too, like other aside from the other things that people can do is like you can have like meetings in VR. So instead of doing like a Zoom call with people, which can get stale and old pretty quickly, like you can actually play walkabout mini golf and do a mini golf course while you're having a meeting. Like that sounds so much more fun. What are you like? You know what I mean? So I just think there's a lot more things you can do, and I want to share those different aspects on my channel coming up.
Yeah,
yeah.
cool. Workrooms
Guys,
is another great
yeah.
place, like Horizon Workrooms. To have meetings and stuff in there we've had meetings in there with our moderating group
Really?
from Facebook, and it's great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I haven't used that for a meeting
People
yet.
can be in and out, so if someone's on their cell phone, they can still be inside the virtual room with you. The little phone shows up, and you can see them and interact with them. It's cool.
Yeah.
Until
All
it
right, let's
doesn't
give
work,
away
and Todd has a meltdown on video.
Yeah, if you go to our channel, you'll see me. They did
He's
the
got
hand tracking 2.0 update a couple weeks ago, and it screwed up
everything.
virtual all my working, and on a day that I really wanted to get a lot done inside of VR, and nothing worked. So I recorded it all and vented, and yes, it's
Lots of bleeps.
Lots of
Yeah,
bleeps.
why are you bleeping everything? All right, Jasmine, let's give away a key to
Give away.
Warhammer.
Give away.
We see the wheel, Todd? We don't see it.
Yeah,
don't
1
see it.
second. I
Okay,
accidentally
here it
spun
is.
it, so I'm turning.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, hey, it wasn't me.
Who
If
just
it
won?
lands on Nibelheim, you're in trouble.
It was Nibelheim.
I'm not telling you who it was.
The wheel was so janky last week because it was
Oh my
3,000 people on the wheel.
was
The wheel just it would just puke
And it was on
out.
my laptop.
It was gone. Yeah, right.
It was just so bad. But now the wheel is beautiful. Oops.
Oh, it's back to normal. I like it. Love it.
Back to normal. We can see the whole thing. Let me
Amazing. Love it. We've had over 60 people watching at one point tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with Jasmine. And please go check her out. Go see VR with Jasmine. She's got amazing, cool stuff happening every, multiple times a week now. She's got a lot of stuff going on. Master Cool.
Cool. Congratulations. You did it. This is your moment.
Master Cool. Is that their first time here? I don't.
I
know
think that's
that.
their first. Definitely first win.
First win.
I don't know. I'm sure that have Master Cool. Have you been here before to our show? Because I don't remember your name, but awesome. Congratulations. I love seeing new first time winners. That's amazing. And,
yeah, man.
Yeah, so cool. So cool. We gave away a game. Congratulations. Jasmine, thanks so much for being here tonight, man. This was so much fun, and we need to do this again. You know what we need to do next time. Todd goes on vacation. I'd love to have you come in and co-host with me, and we actually talk.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We talk like news, and we'll get into some actual VR and get into some tech and some headsets because I love tech too. I'm along the same lines you are. I mean, I love games, I love software, but I'm tech driven too. I love headsets. I love AR glasses. I love. I love haptics, and I'm so into all that side of it. So I mean, I think we would have a lot of fun doing stuff like that together too.
You can sit in my chair anytime.
I'll just need to get that background, and then I'll be like, "Hello."
Right.
Not Todd, and my name will be not Todd.
Not Todd. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not Todd. Jasmine.
So actually, I wanted to give an opportunity to your community to get some, everyone that's here at least, I wanted you to get the opportunity to get one of my coins for free. So can we send the sign up link? So if you just sign up through that link, I am so happy to send you guys a coin, and you could be part of my community.
I will
That is
resend the
amazing.
link now. Yeah.
It was so it's gonna look like there's a sign up one, so you have to sign up through that link, and then there's another link to also just see all the benefits that you can get with it on my actual page.
Scissor PL, we are not going anywhere yet. We're just going to say goodbye to Jasmine and let her go so she can go and hang out and probably have dinner. But we're going to be on. We have a couple of news pieces we need to touch, and we have a couple things we have to hit on. So don't go anywhere yet. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff we need to give away yet. So hang in there with us. We're not going to go.
That's let me send the sign up link. So that's the link for seeing the benefits, and then
I put the same link up twice. My bad.
You do
I was like, yeah, he really wants that link.
I see it.
He's like, I need a vacation.
Not another one. No.
That is super nice of you to do that for the community. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go get one. I'm going to go get one right now.
Yeah.
Do this.
Did it send?
Yep, I see it now.
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you for having me. This was super fun. I was actually really tired, and then this just energized me right back up. Like this was great. This was really fun. And your community is amazing. So active.
Absolutely. Everybody, please go to the VR with Jasmine. You can catch her on YouTube. You have a great Twitter. You're pretty much on every social, right?
She's even on TikTok.
Yeah, I would say my main platforms are probably TikTok and YouTube.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
We will continue to put the links up for the rest of the show if anybody wants to see them, and then we'll have them in the description later. Dee will make sure they're in all the descriptions if you guys want to check anything out later that you didn't catch. Jasmine, you're awesome. Thank you very much. I can't wait to see you next week. We're gonna have so much fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Jealous.
Take the cow train. I'll pick you up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Good night, Jasmine.
Everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
That was so good. Jasmine's so good. She's whenever I said it before, she's infectious. You talk to her and you just can't help but smile. And she's really, really passionate about VR. Again, to the point where she had an amazing career. You heard her story. Can you imagine, saying, I love
Giving
what I'm
all
doing
up for virtual reality.
Yeah. And like I said, she can always go back to it. She knows she's that smart and she really is that talented. She can always go back to it when she needs to, but she realized that this is the time. Now is the time that she needs to take advantage and do the things that she really loves. And she really loves doing this. And like I said, at GDC, I could see she was right in the middle of that decision. And, I was watching her streams a little bit and I could tell that she was like really struggling with a decision, and she got through it. And you could just the weight was lifted off her, and I was so happy for her. And awesome, Jasmine. And I please everybody go and subscribe to her channel, watch her stuff. She's amazing, and we're gonna see lots more from her coming soon. Guys, I know I got to do it, but I can't in the middle of the show. See, Todd can do these things. I can't do these things in the middle of the show. I would lose track, and you'd see me just sitting here going, "What am I doing now?"
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, guys, I mean, how lucky have we been think of the guests that we've had the last few weeks. I mean, we just had VR with Jasmine. That was amazing. We had Jerry Ellsworth from Tilt 5 on. That was amazing.
Best interview ever.
Oh my God, how great was that? I mean,
you can head over to our Twitch channel, and I created a highlight reel from that interview. And the highlight reel is of her tour of her office space with all of the different rooms and arcade games and stuff. And that highlight reel that I created will actually live on our Twitch account forever. So I'm excited about that.
You didn't even tell me that. I didn't even know this. I want to go watch it. Holy crap. Echo into the Future says Jasmine is clearly a power person who will smash it at everything she does. Absolutely. She doesn't know how to say failure. And she just makes everything work. And with persistence. That's how you do these things.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. So good. We just had, again, we've been having some amazing guests. I was trying, do we have a guest last week? I don't think we did we? Did we have a guest last week?
Side quest. Hello.
Oh my God. One of my things. Yeah, we had Tatiana and Orla Harris on last week. We had Disco VR.
It was a big deal.
I was completely
Duckman.
and
Duckman.
and Duckman, right. So just think about the last 3 weeks. I mean, how great has everything been? And we have more coming, guys. We just pretty much I think we pretty much solidified 2 interviews that I'm so excited for, that I'm like, holy crap, man. I'm like, this is gonna be, I mean, June and July is gonna be crazy busy. and you're
Yeah.
going to see some of your favorite people that you would want to see here.
Right here.
Here. It's going to be so
Don't
cool.
worry, we're still going to be giving stuff away. We're still going to be talking VR news, all that
That'll
exciting
never
stuff.
change. That'll never change. Let's
But
talk
it's nice
VR
to,
news.
It's nice to talk about those kind of things with other content creators, right? Like a place that we can all kind of hang out and chat, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm so loving the format that we have now and bringing. I love having our shows when it's just us talking about news, but when we can bring cool people in and talk about them too, and especially when you get somebody like Jerry Ellsworth, where I can just kind of sit back and just let her go, and that's the shows that really get me jazzed up. And again tonight, just listening to Jasmine talk about her story and about what moved her to do these things. Yeah, it's so cool. Hack the Game Cat is here. He says, Chinatown D, what up? What up, Chinatown D? I'm so jazzed up over our games last night, D, with After the Fall. I haven't been in there in like 3 weeks. Man, I love that game. It just doesn't get old for me. It doesn't. I want to go in right now. I literally would like to go in right now. It's like as soon as this show is over, if I could do it, I would probably go in right now because I wanted to like go in and get more shit for the weapon. I just got the new Tommy
What
gun.
a red disc.
We had one. We had a red disc. We
I
found it
know.
in match, and D blew it.
And you
Shit.
died.
D blew it, man. You know who you know who else blew it? Can't use that. That wasn't D's fault. It was everybody but mine's fault because I was rocking it as always. I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
Saying
All these new
Tatiana
toys are
also
for
quite a
getting rid of
regular
buttons
on the
and stuff.
famous. Oh, I know, right? Hussein X says Tatiana is also quite a regular on the famous MRTV podcast. And yes, and you know what? You know who's going to be there next week? And actually, I spoke to him a little bit today, and he had a live episode he aired today. Is Sebastian Ong from MRTV, and we are going to go have a beer when we're out there next week.
Yeah,
he's going to be at Awe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very cool. Can't wait to get out there and check everything out. So yeah, I had a lot of fun in ATF last night. You know where I had a lot of fun in a couple weeks ago? I started my live stream a couple weeks ago because there was a download going on of ATF, and I had to wait for the download, so I jumped into Outlier. Outlier is a Steam game by Joyway,
Nice.
which I absolutely love this game. One of the favorite games that have come out. It was launched into early access on Steam a few months ago. And it was a very aggressive game. I mean, they wanted this game to be something special. So they launched it into early access, at a regular price. It wasn't cheap or anything. They launched it at regular price with the caveat that, hey, it's early access, but we are actively working on this title. We are going to make it everything it's going to be. And here it is. And it had a really good base. The game was there, man. They had everything in place they needed to work on this game and to finally end up in a few months, pull it out of early access and make it something special. So, what did Joyway do? They fucking killed it, is what they did. They came out and they said, you know what? This didn't work out. We over anticipated the amount of interest in this game, and it's not selling well, so we're not going to put any more time and effort into it. So guess what? It is what it is now. We're not going to finish it. It's never coming out of early access. Here it is. If you want your money back, you can get your money back, but you got to go through Steam to get your money back, and you got to chase them and try and figure out how to get your money back. So look, I love Joyway. I'm a big fan of Joyway. I do a lot of testing for Joyway. I'm in one of their programs for Stride. So is Todd. We do testing all the time for them. I've been, I get early access to a lot of their games. So, I feel bad for Joyway. You know what I mean? I don't want to kill them. But this bothers me. As soon as this happened, this bothered me, and I said I need to talk about it because, they come out and said we over anticipated the people. The people wanted this game, and it wasn't that. They didn't over anticipate anything. They put out a game that's not finished, charged full price for it, promised that they would finish it and then didn't. You can't do that anymore, okay? The days of launching games into early access and asking people to pay a full price for them are probably over. And why could you get away with it in 2016 or 2017? Because there was no fucking games out there, okay?
Yeah.
If I will go, when there's no games out there, I'll go play an unfinished game that's not perfect because there's nothing else to play, okay? But I have over 500 games on App Lab. How many games are on the Quest Store? How many games come out on Steam every week that are completed and done? You can't come out into early
games like this.
Exactly. You can't launch a game out, okay, and say it's going to be early access, charge full price for it, and then expect people to jump over themselves to go buy it. And then when your expectations are not met, you dump the game. That's the business plan you want to do. You want to take your efforts into putting into Outlier, which is a great game, and put it into more shit of Stride. Let me make more garbage of Stride. Let me put more bullshit into Stride. Why? Why are you putting more crap into Stride? Come on. We've been waiting on Stride for 3 years now. Okay, they didn't finish that game either. They promised Mirror's Edge with Stride. Do we have Mirror's Edge with Stride? We don't even have a campaign yet.
No, and I don't even think it's coming.
So let me ask you this. Are they working on the campaign for Stride? No. What are they working on? Multiplayer. They're working on Gorilla Tag for Stride. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing right now. I don't get it. We don't need another Gorilla Tag. Stride is what Stride is already, okay? It's going to be what it's going to be. Don't take
Stride's a good game.
Yeah, it's okay.
It needs a campaign. It doesn't need Gorilla Tag without the gorilla suits. Yeah.
It just bothers me. You have to think about what you're doing before you do these things, okay? And again, I love this game. I was a complete supporter of this. I'm the one who came out and reviewed this game and said it's fantastic and said people should buy it because they have a track record of Joyway to do these things and to come out with them, okay? But they made everybody that backed them here look stupid. And I'll come out and I'll apologize. I apologize for me coming out there and doing a review of Outlier and saying how great it was and saying that you guys should go buy it. Because that's what I did. Because I trusted Joyway to make sure they come through and they finish on their game. They didn't do that. They decided to dump it. And why? Because we didn't buy enough of it. Because they overestimated that we would want it. Well, we want a complete game that you're going to give us. Don't give us a garbage game that you're not going to finish. Okay?
I completely agree with you. I looked at the Outlier thing on Steam and thought, I don't need to play another early access game. I'll wait till it comes out. Then I'll buy it. And how many thousands of people thought that same way? To expect that everybody that plays VR games is going to willingly buy alpha games and not wait for release dates is ridiculous.
Look, Joyway's not going anywhere, okay? Joyway's a good company, all right? And you know what? I'll still do whatever I need to do to help them, okay? I'm just saying they need to rethink what they're doing here, all right? They cannot continue this. You can't continue this thing of let me launch into early access. The days of early access, they're still there, but guess what? Nobody's going to pay money for these early access games, or not full price anyway. Who's paying $30 for a full access game or $25 for a early access game when you can go buy 100 other games that are not early access, that are completed, that are polished? Why would you do that? Why would you go in and play jank for full price when you can go and play a perfect game that's
Shadowgate,
the same price or less? Exactly. For $24.99, go play Shadowgate, which is a polished perfect game.
No brainer question between the two. Am I going to play an alpha game that may or may not come out and pay money for big money, or am I going to go play a game that's perfect for reasonable money?
But I mean, I just don't like the excuse. Don't come out and tell me that you're dumping the game because we didn't have the interest in it. We have the interest in Outlier. Trust me. If you had waited and worked on the game instead of launching it into early access, and then launched the game the way it should have been, complete with a story, with a background, and nothing. Basically, it's a hollow shell. What is there is a good foundation for a game they should complete. Okay. But they didn't do anything. So you can't launch that and then say, okay, do it. Okay, yeah, buy it. Virtual Stranger says what
says,
happened with Outlier is not going to be the norm. Outlier is just an outlier. It can't be because you know what? Again, like I said before, the way that you could do these things before, the way that you could launch things into early access and get people to buy them for full price, that would work 4 years ago or 3 years ago, probably even 2 years ago. Okay, because there was nothing to play. There was there wasn't these mods out there that we can all play now. I mean, I'd rather go play a mod that I'd rather go play the RE2 mod or the Half-Life Alyx 2 mod. Anything. I can get Doom. I can get Doom 3 on my Quest standalone in a mod. Okay, so why would I go pay for an early access game? Not cheap, and pay a fairly substantial price for it if I can go do these other 500 experiences out there that are way better, that are more polished. So to me, I mean, I'm not saying that the developers are still going to do this. I guarantee you. I'm just saying they shouldn't. The days of early access. Now, I'm not saying you don't launch into early access for a cheaper price and then you raise your price once you come out of early access.
It should be a $10 cheaper price early access for sure, and then regular price once it's released and actually functioning game. Yeah, that would be the smart choice, because I get it. They need some extra money. They got to pay their developers. They're looking for a way for a revenue stream. I understand that, but to charge full price for that is crazy.
D, what are your thoughts? Tell us how you really feel. Don't hold anything back.
I
love how you put her on the spot.
No, it's not cool. Not cool.
Don't cry.
No, seriously. Like if I had more of a in with the whole PC VR, I could give more of a.
But it could happen to Quest games too, right? Thankfully, it doesn't. But
yeah, I mean, you don't see
the concept really that's broken, not necessarily Outlier that's broken. It's the concept of how they are doing it with full price games for games that aren't fully finished, and then pulling the plug when they don't get enough interest.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that. That's what bothers me the most. IAmRuuts is here. What's up, Roots? How you doing, man? He says too many things in the oven, in my opinion, and that's exactly it. They have their hands in so many things. I guarantee that they have a whole team right now scrambling to get Against on the Quest 2, right?
They better be, because it needs to be a native game.
Against is a great game, but how many copies do you think they've sold on Steam? Do you think that Against has been the huge hit that it could be if that was on Quest?
Right.
Against is an amazing game. It's really, it's really, really good. It's one of the best games you'll find out there. Most of the people aren't playing it. Why? Because it's on PC. And not a lot of people have access to PC. So the only way you can play it is with a PC. But if you had that game right now on the Quest 2, that game it would be one of the best games out there. It would be like, yeah, you would. Everybody would.
Right? There's 170,000 people in our group that would be playing it, because not everybody can do PC VR.
10 million Quest 2s out there, for God's sakes. How many copies do you think you can sell of freaking Against? Why would you keep putting money into Stride? Here's the killer. They put all this money into the fucking PlayStation version of Stride that they just launched. Why are you fucking with a dead platform? PlayStation VR 1 is dead. Nobody's buying it. How many PlayStation VR owners do you think are out there right now going, oh my God, I got to go get Stride? So they're putting all this time and effort into Stride, and they dump Outlier. For putting all this time and effort into Stride for PlayStation 1. Why? I don't get it. Who's making that decision? Who says, you know what? We should dump Outlier that we put tons of money and effort into. Which dump it and stop working on it? Because we need a PlayStation VR 1 port of Stride that's going to do so good. Moss didn't sell on PlayStation VR 1. You think Stride is going to sell? How many copies are you going to sell? Come on. Jeez.
Come on, man. I need that drop.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Right? I know. That's been bothering me all week, man.
Yeah, Chris.
You need to let it out more often so it doesn't
doesn't add up. Oh man.
This is funny. This is good, Chris.
I know, right? Come on. Hey, he knows too, Chris. Trust me, we can't.
He's renaming the channel. He knows.
Dude, Brian wants PSVR 2 as much as anybody. I want it. He wants it. We all know PlayStation VR is hanging on by a thread right now. What are you playing on PlayStation VR? Most of them are in. Todd, you could be playing. You haven't played Moss Book 2 yet.
No, and I'm not hooking up my PSVR to play it.
Do you have a PlayStation VR?
I do.
Could you play it for free without even having to buy
free.
it.
I don't even
And
have to buy it.
And you haven't done it. Why? Because you don't even want to break out your PlayStation VR that's in
No,
your
because then
closet.
I gotta move my coffee table and I gotta slide my couch back and play in front of my television and screw that. Get it on Quest so I can play it in this giant ass space behind me.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. PlayStation VR 2 is going to be amazing. It's going to be all we're going to be talking about. Trust me. It's going to dwarf
That's 6 years
Cambria.
old. I'll move my couch.
Yeah. I mean, trust me. So don't get me wrong, but I'm not saying that PlayStation's a dead platform. PlayStation VR 1 is a dead platform. There's no more games coming for it. Nobody's playing it right now. Okay. So why would you put time and effort into doing that? It
Not
doesn't make
even
any
time and
sense.
effort. Why would you put money into development?
I just hate it. I just hate it. And I hate that
true.
I was the one that came out and said, hey guys, this is great. Joyway is awesome, man. This is a great
Outlier is
game. I
awesome.
love this game. Go buy this game. You should go buy it and support them, because that's what I do. That's what we do. We go out and we talk to the developers, test these games. We see how they're made. We see they're putting time into it, and we make our decisions based on those things. Well, I made my decision based on those things, and I recommended that you guys go out and buy it. So I feel like an asshole for telling you guys to go buy it, and now you've wasted your money. That makes me feel like a jerk. So Joyway made me feel like a jerk. Now, again, I love Joyway, and I do a lot of stuff with Joyway. Are they going to like this video? No, they're going to hate this video. But do I care? No. You know what? Because they did it wrong. And if they can't see that, then that's Joyway's fault. That's all I got.
That's all we gotta say.
Let's give away a key to Stride. I'm just kidding. A key donated by Joyway for Stride. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Let's give away a key anyway, because I got to get out of this bad funk I just got. I was so happy talking to Jasmine, and then I got so mad talking about Outlier.
Well, we knew it was gonna happen. We had to make some time for.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I'll still go play Outlier. It's not like we're losing the key. It's not like you're gonna lose the game. The game's still fun. It's still there. You're just not going to get any of the extras that are in there. Yeah, all the extra stuff that the whole story behind it is gone. You know what I mean? And the whole, they're not going to work on. They're not going to make it any better. It's just going to be what it is, and it's still fun to jump into. It's just sad. It's just sad that a good game's going to go to waste. All right, what are we giving away now? We're going to give away. What do we got? Well, let's give away AstroRoxx. Yeah. Let's get it. Oh, D, I feel so much better now. I've been sitting on that. It's been bothering
seriously,
me. You wouldn't let me talk about you wouldn't let me talk about it in show prep meeting at all. You were like, just shut up, man. All right.
She was so rude.
She was all the time.
That's because I'm hanging around too much with you and Jim Hall.
Stay away from Jim Hall.
Yeah,
stay away from Jim Hall. He's the old man, and he makes you. Hey, nice background, G.
Makes me what?
No,
I'm just saying.
No.
Emotional damage. I love that so much.
Oh, but seriously, nice background.
I know it's gonna get better.
It's very Roots-esque. Yeah. It's a very Roots-esque background.
It is rootsy, yeah.
It's purple and it's sparkly.
I love it.
It moves.
So shout out to our good friend Roots for walking you through and getting you all set up with OBS, which was awesome.
Appreciate
good man,
it.
Roots. Good man, Roots. Roots is always passing the love on to other people to help them out, and he helped me out when I was first starting to get all my rig together. Oh my God, Todd! So you show off your new. So Todd just picked up a new Go XLR. Todd, is your wife watching?
Probably.
Should we tell her? Let's not say how much you spent.
No.
So I could probably get anything I need to get out of Todd right now.
Someone needs to go buy me a coffee. Help me pay for all this crap.
Oh shit! But as you didn't buy just a Go XLR. You bought a new Stream Deck. Look at the new Stream Deck.
I bought a new Stream Deck too.
Oh, so pretty.
And I can do all kinds of fancy things with my Stream Deck. Oh, look at that.
It's so nice. So nice. All right, let's give away a key, guys. Let's see what everybody else is saying in chat. Does anybody disagree with me about Joyway?
I don't think so. Everybody was kind of on board.
Cham13 says we need an actual Time Crisis VR. We have a couple things that are close. Go check out, if you have PC VR, go check out Dead Second. very good. Or Crisis V Brigade,
Crisis
either one or two.
Brigade 2 is really good.
Dead second. I think Dead second. Now
Really?
that's another game that is early access, but they are still working on that game.
That's PCVR though.
It's PCVR, yes. But that's really, really good. I think that I actually like that one, Dead Second. If they get that game done, I think that's going to be better than Crisis V Brigade. Chris 9989 says
my Acer WMR headset up in the shelf up there, and that's exactly what that is.
Yes, it is. You're showing it off now. I like it.
I am. So this is for a key to AstroRoxx. Keep changing every time. All right.
So before you spin that wheel, I just wanted to announce something. I just wanted to say I see Hello Real is in chat, and I just wanted to say that officially I am actually going to be working with Hello Real. I am going to be kind of the director of communications with Hello Real. I just want to say thanks to Benny for bringing me on, and we're going to do some amazing things with Hello Real. We have a lot of good plans, and keep Hello Real in your thoughts, guys, because there's amazing things coming from Hello Real this next year. Of course, they have the Snowfox Pro, the Pro Swing. The Pro Swing, is it the Pro Swing 2? Is the new one?
I think it's the Pro Swing Plus.
Pro Swing Plus, right. So yeah, I mean, as I'm super happy, I'm super honored that I'm able to work with Hello Real. It's a really good team. They have a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to do great stuff together. And I think, I think you, like I said, you're going to hear, some big things from them. And thanks, Benny. Shout out to Benny. You're awesome, dude. And I'm so happy and again honored to be hanging out with you, man. And yeah, we got lots of stuff going on, and we're gonna represent some Hello Real next week at Awe. We're gonna talk to some people and
cool.
Get some stuff going on. Yeah, Benny's got I can't say, of course, there's a whole bunch of stuff I can't say, but I can tell you guys this. He showed me something that I've never seen before, of something that's coming soon.
Cool.
That had me smiling from ear to ear, and I was like giddy. I mean, this.
Shut up.
I can't say anymore. That's all I can say.
Benny, send me pictures.
Just he can't even show you, dude. Can't even show you.
Damn it.
But you know what I mean. I'm just gonna say this is gonna freak you guys out when you see it. When I saw it, I was like, holy crap, dude. I mean, really, this is crazy. I was like, Ben, I gotta work with you. We're gonna do something together, because this is gonna be amazing. It's just going to be a really fun year, and Hello Real has a lot of special things coming, and yeah, I'm super happy about that. So thank you, Ben.
Cool. All right.
Yes, and he says happy to work together and announce some awesome news in July. There you go, guys. Mm-hmm. It's going to be big. This is going to be bigger than anybody can think about right now. Really, I'm telling you. All right, let's spin this wheel, give a key away, and we got a couple more things, and we'll get the heck out of here, guys.
Let's do it.
Chris, he says, "Hello, Real. Just never cancel a product, or you'll get a masher rant."
Roots.
Look at Roots and Virtual Strangers right next to each other. That's too funny. Congratulations, Wes, with a key to that was AstroRoxx, right?
That's Roots, not Wes.
Oh, was it Roots? I'm sorry.
Yep,
it was Roots. Okay, it was so close. I know they were right next to each other.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations, Roots. Good job, man. AstroRoxx. It rocks, dude. It rocks. It's freaking like asteroids in VR, right?
That game looks fun.
He did it, D. He did it. All right, guys, let's move on a little bit. Let's talk about Joyway. No, I'm just kidding. So I just want to hit on a couple of things that were cool news. iFixIT is now selling all Valve Index replacement parts. I thought was cool, because this has been a big thing with the Valve Index for a long time. Is there are parts on the especially some of the original shipments of the Valve Index that were not great. You know what I mean? You needed replacement cords that were the plugs that plug into the headset part. You needed parts for the bands, the head straps. There was a lot of things that weren't perfect in the first shipment, even the second shipment of headsets. And now that they're finally releasing some of these parts, I think it's good news. It means a lot of things, right, Todd? It means, number one, that they have an excess of parts, which is good.
Yeah, and I tried to look that up, and I haven't been able to find any good information on whether or not they're true parts or if they're like
a
third-party
knockoff?
Valve Index knockoff parts that they're sourcing from somewhere else, which could very well be, because I don't think Valve's going to want to production line old parts. So
yeah, I don't know that for sure either. It's tough to say. I mean, I don't know if Valve would allow somebody to do third-party parts for their index, because it just seems like that would be a nightmare for them. But it could be. I mean, but
I don't know.
I mean, they could be doing it with somebody who they trust that's making it. So it might not be Valve directly, but somebody that they've worked with, or it was somebody that made the parts in the past that are doing them now. But either way, it's a good news that you can go get them, because there are a lot of them out there. It's a problem. You need things you need parts, you need pieces, and the especially like the headphones. Some of the headphones had little issues with some wiring, and they were a pain in the ass, and you couldn't get just one headphone. And what happens now, a lot of things have become, up to this point, they were still within warranty. A lot of them are out of warranty now, so you can't go back through. I mean, sometimes they will honor stuff if it's out of warranty, but you're getting to the point now where you're so far into it that they're not going to do that anymore. So, it's an expensive headset. No,
my cell phone just broke. I was 1 month out of warranty. Samsung wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, literally, Todd went to bed one night, put his cell phone on the bedside table, woke up in the morning, and half the screen was black. Right? It was just like it was gone.
I had a flip phone, and the crease on the flip had.
when you say flip phone, everybody thinks you got an old man flip phone, like
not a Nokia.
Phone. You got a crease phone. One of the
the old one flipped up. The new one flips like a book. Yeah,
open.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're not covering that for sure.
No, they were not covering that, which is stupid. But
so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool just to talk about that real quick. I'm an index owner. I'm very happy that these things are happening, and it's again an expensive headset. You're talking $1,000 for a complete package Valve Index. So when you have a part go bad and need a part, when you can't get it, even when you want to pay for it, you can't get it. That's a pain in the ass, right? And that's a problem. So
yeah,
really happy with that. And let's give another way a key real quick. Okay, Roots has AstroRoxx already, guys. So we are going to spin it again. Let's spin twice. Let's spin for AstroRoxx, and right in a row for Ghost Giant. Get that done. Todd, what do you think?
Those are the last two. And then we got Shadowgate.
Yeah, we'll hold Shadowgate for last. I got one.
All right, so let's do it. Let's do 2 spins then.
Hell yeah.
First one is a respin for AstroRoxx.
AstroRoxx. And next one is Ghost Giant, which Chris999 says Ghost Giant was better than I expected. Hell yeah. Great game. Michael Roberts says, I can see that the vein throbbing on your forehead, Eric. Was it that bad, D? Wasn't one of my first one, was it?
I played the 5th.
Mark Caldwell. Nice, man. Congratulations, Mark Caldwell. Awesome game. Another fantastic, great game. Love it, man. Love it. Cool. Let's run it again and do Ghost Giant.
Just got to write his name down or I'll forget.
I know, right? Change roots to Mark.
All right. So now I've been asked about this function before, and it's been added that we can shuffle the wheel.
Oh, that's cool. So that people get different spots all of a sudden.
So that you're not getting the same spot, or if you're right beside the last
great
winner.
Idea. Yeah, so you
I
want to
can
get
only
a
do it
different
once
spot?
per spin, but
yeah, that's super cool. There you go, people.
Yeah.
You guys ask and we will do it. If you want to see D wear a pilgrim hat during the show, let us know. We'll make it happen.
done deal.
Done. Pilgrim, let's go. PR Spry Guy says, I want Bacardi B to win because he is great. He is great. Not you. Too funny.
Peace.
And
It's
Chris 9989 says he wants to see the pilgrim hat and Todd in an afro. Let's bring out some of your college pictures, Todd.
I'm pretty sure I burnt all those.
No, come on, bro. You know you can show off. You can show off your tattoo in live because you got short sleeve on now. Oh, nice. Cool. All right, let's.
Was the winner.
Oh
You
yeah.
can email Mash Daddy Cool. I'll put the email addresses in chat.
Yeah. Pace. Congratulations, Pace, who definitely thinks he's better than Kyle and Felipe. Pace.
Felipe burnt out Liers.
He's burnt out, bro. Burnt out. Hell yeah. Felipe says just send me the key, man. Poor Pace. Poor Pace. Too funny. All right, let's talk about. I want to talk about. So last night with Virtual Strangers, we were going to go in and do the jankness that was, what was it? Deep Rock Galactic, the mod, and we were going to talk about Shores of Loki. And I really wanted to talk about Shores of Loki. Well, I wanted to talk about both because both are really good. We just couldn't get the freaking mod to work the way we wanted it to, which I don't think we're give up on it yet, but I think we still need work in it. We need to get the devs involved because there's issues with that game. But there was a game on there that there wasn't issues with, and that was Shores of Loki that I thought was freaking amazing. And I want to talk about it a little bit. And Todd, did you get a chance to play it?
I didn't get a chance. That was on my docket for today, and time slipped away from me. But maybe
Roots, are you out there? Would you mind coming on real quick and talking about Shores of Loki? Are you still there? Because I know you did get a chance to play. I'd love to.
I got it installed, but I never played it.
Let's. Can you send in Discord, on our Discord with Roots and Wes, send him a link to the invite to the, just in case he does. We'll see if he does want to come in and chat with it, because it would be cool to get a different opinion on it. Because I thought it was really good. And so if anybody doesn't know, Shores of Loki is a puzzle game, kind of like Puzzling Places. Oh yeah, Todd, can you put the live chat back up?
Yeah, D, we're gonna say goodbye to you for a bit, just so we can see live chat.
We'll be back, D. When Roots comes in, we'll get you back in here. But yeah, thank you, Task, for reminding me. That Task reminded me the people in the multiverse like to be able to see, because when you're in the multiverse in your VR headset, you can't see chat, of course, because you don't have YouTube up, you don't have Facebook up. You're in your VR headset, so the only way you can see what's going on in chat is for us to have the chat up. So we're gonna put that chat up as much as we can. Roots says, yeah, give him a couple minutes. So that's cool, man. So Roots is gonna jump in. Thank you, man, for doing that. Appreciate it. Sorry for putting you on the spot, but I really would like to get your opinion on this. And I know we were going to try and talk about it last night, so I think it'd be cool if we could talk about it a little bit tonight. Dee says now she can snack on her jelly beans.
It's just hard to have chat up when we have too many videos on, so otherwise it's too tiny. So phone, something can't see anything. So I like to only have it up when there's two of us.
Exactly. Yeah, guys in the multiverse, yeah, we'll have it up whenever we can, but when we get like lots of people or lots of things going on, we always have to take it off just to get things a little bit bigger. VR Sprite guy says Roots needs a couple minutes to put his clothes on. Yep, he was in his underwear. He was getting all relaxed for the night. He was ready to get into some V-rising. He was all ready, and I kind of completely blew it on him.
Maybe we should jump into.
Who else like to blow it on him? Right? Yeah, let's do that. Cass, are you ready, bro? Let's do it. Let's go see Cass.
Better late than never. I couldn't find the button.
I know. All right.
It's all new.
Cass, what is going on, my friend? How is things in the multiverse? You guys look like you're popping.
Yeah, there's been a lot of people in and out. Sorry, I had a failed 3D print thing going on that I was trying to fix.
What did the multiverse think of Outlier being canceled? What do you guys think?
Oh, they really enjoyed your rant. Hurricane Mash.
Hurricane Mash. Yeah.
Hurricane Mash.
Well, they deserved it.
It happens,
Yeah.
I got the button.
Yeah.
Todd was believing me, but I think it was like after.
You
never caught it at the right time.
You need to get that 30-second lead time.
Yeah. Hussein X says Roots is just putting his beard on. He'll be right there. Could you imagine if Bruce's beard was fake? That would be the best thing. Like
That
one
would
of
be
these shows,
awesome.
we're on Virtual
Yeah.
Strangers, and he just pulls it off.
There's a TikTok filter
There
that
you
takes
go.
beards off people. We should put it on Roots.
No way, really?
There
That'd
is,
be
yeah.
amazing.
Michelle said it's better than Beat Saber rant.
Oh, was it that good? Really?
It was. It was. You
Oh,
were.
Zeta Gray's still
you were
there.
going.
Awesome. JV King's still in there.
Yep.
Well,
That
guys,
person-
just so
yeah.
you know, when I do these things, it is from the
Shaggy
heart.
Leopard.
Never these things are how I really feel. I was really upset about the Outlier thing, and that's when I have these things, I want to talk about them, and when I get going into them and I feel passionate about them, that's what happens. They're 100% real. Trust me, I don't write these things down. I don't plan on them. I mean, I knew I was planning on talking about
rehearsed it for an
but
hour before the
yeah,
show.
right. I never know how they're going to go or how far I'm going to take them, and it's just when I'm passionate about something, I have to get it out. So, that's why you never know when they're going to happen because I don't plan them.
I'm chatting with Miss Cummings, my rep inside the Multiverser,
Oh,
and
nice.
she actually intentionally put that Jasmine VR video in the background there for her. So
That was
There you go. That was.
hell yeah. Tell her we said thank you, man. And
I
Jasmine,
did, yeah.
you could tell Jasmine was so happy
She was
about
so
it.
stoked to see it in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. She's so good. And you know what's great about Jasmine, just real quick, and I noticed it tonight, she doesn't even know how good she is. You know what I mean? She's that kind of person where she's so good, but she just she doesn't even know how good she is, really. She's that
She just does it because she loves it, not because
Yeah.
she's expected
Yep.
to. Or
Yep. Radio Runt is here. He says, yo, 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 what's up, Radio Runt? How you doing, man?
Yeah. There we go. Jasmine, did you want to visit the store at all?
Yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah.
sure. We
Go outside.
we replaced the store earlier this week.
Chris 9989 says, Todd, can you ask your multiverse contact if it's possible to chat from YouTube on the wall besides the video in the multiverse? That is
We have been working on a whole bunch of different ideas, so I will let you know once it's finalized.
Nice floor.
Todd is never at
Road
rest,
here.
guys.
I haven't even been in there yet since I changed it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good though.
Nice colors.
Yeah, it
the
does.
floor. Looking
I
sharp.
love it, man.
Yeah, it turned out
The
pretty good.
multiverse always looks good, man. It's it's done really, really well.
I love the little laptop here. Nice.
Oh, it actually loves seeing her video up there, guys. I showed it to her the other day. She's like, "That's awesome." And she's always there.
She's always in there, yeah.
there. Hell yeah.
I love the background looks 3D on it though in here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
you,
right?
You can see the depth of it. But yeah, so looking sharp, looking good. Let's go check outside here real quick.
Into the Infiverse.
The Infinite.
Hussein X says, I subscribed to Jasmine a few weeks ago. Maybe need to check her vids more to see what I'm missing. Absolutely, man. Yeah, go check out. There's a lot of cool stuff there. And
Well, she also has a pretty hopping Discord going on too.
yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that because that's something I didn't even bring up. She does have a great Discord.
Mhm.
And guys,
Karina
anybody, I think I
Simpson
mentioned
says,
this before. I'm sorry, go ahead, Todd.
Karina Simpson says looks very nice. It was Karina actually that sent me a message telling me that they had added all the new colors and the new stuff for the store. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have changed it. So thank you.
Karina is super active in the multiverse. She's so good in there, and she owns
Right.
a couple of those floors that you see right there. She owns
right.
There we
which
go.
one? She owns like the Q and the 2 or something
Hi,
like
everyone.
that.
Q and the 2, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's Karina's pad.
Thank you.
If you want to go check out Karina's pad, you just got to come there.
Yeah,
Save my neck this way. Just tilt
Yeah,
the headset up. But yeah, let's head back to the multiverse room. So hi to everybody there, and then let you carry on.
And you can see just how easy it is for Jason to hop around from space to space to space.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can do the voice search too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the voice search is new too, right? That's a new thing?
We got a lot of
A few
people, new
months
people
now.
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Redeemed.
A bunch of new people showed up in the room. That's awesome.
Are you ready? Are you ready to kill me? Are you ready to go? What the fuck, Mash? Why did you do that to me?
What's going
Put you on the spot like that.
Ah, no. What's going on? Actually, why does my video look so blurry? The
I don't know, your
hell?
face is a little blurry, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys in the multiverse, say hey to Roots, man. Everybody wave to Roots multiverse.
Wave the roots, everybody. Hey, Roots.
I feel like I
Like-
just wanted to come hang out in the multiverse. I don't want to wave. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I grew my beard. I just got it. I was getting ready to
looks
get on,
good.
and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh, I took a nap, and I had
He's
that
like,
beard.
beard is up here.
I feel like we need a little bow at the end of that beard right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
It's
think
got
so
a
too.
sharp point going there.
I just want to know why it looks so blurry, though, man. That's really disconcerting to me.
Yeah, a little weird. Yeah. If that is indeed what your name is.
Oh, Yay Muffins just entered the room. Yay.
Yay, muffin. Who doesn't love muffins, really? I mean,
Right.
Come on. It's muffins,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, Roots.
Pretty standard.
Who
What's
loves
up?
muffins?
Oh yeah, she does. Cool. Oops.
Cool. Yeah, he does. he
Yeah,
loves them
he
too.
does.
He loves them too much. Popcorn.
Oh
and
wait, there we go. It's like out of focus or something.
muffins. Yeah. D. She's saying emotional damage right now. I can see her. Felipe burned out Lyra says Roots is the freaking man. Yeah, he is.
I appreciate that.
Traveling Man says Roots is the best.
All the love for
ET2K9.now says Bedbeard.
Uh-oh, he's petting your beard in the multiverse.
Tassis, he's like stroking it.
Taz is so creepy.
Oh, Taz,
It
did you
is
get creepy
luxurious.
again?
Dude,
You got creepy again, dude.
Taz freaked me out, dude. He
Why
said
is he
Darren.
always there?
He said Darren was dead and that
Darren is
Mash's
dead.
castle was about to burn up. So I literally, in the middle of your stream, I ran it in the game. And I put some more blood in there, but you had like a day left. Tash, you
I was
liar.
gonna say I was in there the other day.
But
I
he
put like
is
three. I
dead.
put like
He's
2
dead
days.
off in the farmlands. So
I am. I died, and I got pissed. I died in the farmlands. I had a whole bunch of loot with me, and I died, and I got pissed, and I just closed the game.
Rage.
I rage quit. That thing. That's the whole thing with that game. It's an amazing game, by the way. V Rising, crazy good game, and you're out there, and you're looting, and you're collecting all these resources, shit that you really really need. And I'm out there, and I'm in a spot where I
it's a
have
live
no
show,
business
so think of
being.
it like a theater. Sorry.
And and no business being there, and I got my ass kicked, and I was by myself, and then once you die, that's it. You lose your shit, man. Everything you just had is gone.
You could have went and got it.
I was so far out. I was like, and I was in such a bad spot. I'm like, if I go in there, I'm just gonna keep dying, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
You have to come in and play with all of us so we can go build all together. But anyways,
We
that's
will.
a whole different thing.
It is.
All right.
Yes, thank you, man. We appreciate it. Thank you, everybody in the multiverse.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You guys rock. Thank you. And you rock, man. Thanks for jumping in here and doing this for me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Actually, I was kind of felt the same way as you. I wanted to talk about it and didn't get a chance to, right? Not only because I wanted to talk about the game, but the developers, they deserve it, you know?
Yeah,
talk
they
about
really-
their game.
They really do. And guys, just to clear up for me, did it released on Quest yesterday or today? I mean, is it out on Quest?
Checking.
I just want to make sure I don't say anything I shouldn't say about the Quest version, but I'm pretty sure it's out. But I know the Steam version is out, and I'm pretty sure the Quest 2 version is out as well. But yeah, I mean, they were nice enough to give us keys. And Roots, did you ever check out Puzzling Places? Because this was one of Radio Run's favorite games, was Puzzling Places, and this was an
No.
App Lab game that made it out into the store finally.
I have access to it, and you know what's funny is when I was playing Shores of Loki, after playing it for like an hour, I thought, you know, I need to go. People compare this to Puzzling Places, right? And if Shores of Loki's anything like Puzzling Places, I want to try it. You know, it's got to be under my radar, man. It's got to be something I've for whatever reason we missed it, man. I don't know why I never tried it.
I got to give you a quick correction. It's Loci.
It's not
Oh.
Loki.
Oh,
It's the
Loci.
singular of locus.
Okay,
Really?
never mind.
Shores
I
of
don't-
Loci?
I don't like. I don't
Yeah,
like
you
the
know
game.
what? Let's.
I don't
Roots,
like it anymore. Put it.
Roots.
I'm done.
Take it easy, man. See you next time.
The only reason I
that,
know that
man.
is because he put it in chat about 5 minutes ago.
Frig that. I am not calling it Loci. It's going to
Yeah.
be Loki because that's
It's
what
Loki.
everybody.
I even spelt it Loki, like L-O-K-I in your
Ah.
show notes.
Well, that's true.
There he is, plural of
Oh.
locus. Loci.
Oh yeah.
Is it out on the Quest?
It
I
is,
guess
yes.
Okay.
I just put the link
Cool.
in.
Now, Roots, did you play the Steam version or did you play the Quest 2 version?
I went to go. I couldn't find the Quest version. I didn't get access to it.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
it
went
was
in-
special access. You had to it had to be through your email, so it wasn't like a key. You had to go. Through.
Oh, I didn't go to the email, but I went to my app and I was like scrolling through, and I'll go check it out
Yep.
and see if
Yeah.
I get access to it because I wanted to check it out on the Quest.
So I did both, but I'll let you talk about the Steam version because again, it's going to be compared. It's going to be compared to Puzzling Places. I did play Puzzling Places earlier on, and I hadn't played it for a long time. I played it when it was App Lab, a long time ago when they were first bringing it out.
Yeah.
And I
You
hadn't
did a
played
big
it since.
campaign for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did go in and check it out as soon as I got done with Shores of Loki. So I'll talk about that, but I'll let you talk about the Steam version first. What did you think, man?
I thought it was amazing. Let me exit this game because I'm hearing V Rising in the background. and it's
I knew you were in V Rising.
It was very distracting. It was. I just heard the moon came up or something. But yeah. So I was blown away actually. You know, Wes had to go in when you know, we're ready to chill and relax or whatever, and it was exactly, he was spot on. You know, I decided I'm going to go in. I was having a little bit. I needed to relax after the Deep Rock Galactic 3-hour nightmare. Still not resolved for me. I still don't have access to getting in and checking it out. I don't know what's going on.
You know what? You know what ended up being? I think I'm pretty sure because that's what happened to me. I was in the same spot you were, exact same spot. I could not get. I could hear it in the headset, but I could not get the video to load at all in the headset. It's when you had to put in no HMD in that bar. You know, you had to type in no HMD or something like that.
No override, yeah.
No override HMD. You had to put the dash in before the no, and you couldn't put the options in. It had to be just dash, no override HMD. Because I went in and I put the dash in, and then all of a sudden it worked.
That's why I've got it in there. I don't know, man. I'm gonna.
It's just weird.
Tweak out
weird.
thinking about
it. But
But
there's no sense in even trying right now because you can't get the multiplayer to work anyway. So it doesn't matter. You know, until they get that work, it's not even worth it. But you'll love it. I mean, it's a freaking crazy good game. But I just think you need to fix it, but for sure. But yeah, there's a Loki. Sorry.
I was so stressed. Yeah, from Loci.
Loci.
It's like Mies or Misai.
But I wanted to relax. You know, I wanted to go in there and check it out. And I thought, okay, you know, I'm gonna just, I don't know what I was expecting, but you know, I thought I don't know how much more of the narrator's voice is in there, but in the beginning it was like, it was really good. It was like top notch, like something you expect in a movie or something it was really good. And then the music, and then the puzzles, man. Like I like the way they fit together, right? Especially the ones where you can't. I couldn't tell what was going on one side, so I could flip it over, and it's got a completely different thing going on the bottom that allowed me to try to put it together. And then just watching all the little characters running around, I just was really blown away. And then watching the things coming down and becoming a part of the environment and watching it, it was magical, man. I felt it was really cool.
Well, now
That was the
go
thing.
play it more.
Oh, dude, that was the thing with me. The environment around you is so cool, man, and it's just amazing. And the size of everything that's around. I mean, you're 360. You can spin the whole thing, and you can just see everything in your environment. And the way it looks, especially on PC, is just gorgeous, man. Now, look, you're not interacting with any of this environment, so it's easy for them to do this. But again, still, it doesn't matter. It looks great. You know, it doesn't matter if I can interact with it or not. I don't care how they did it. They did it, and they made it look great. And it does look great. And then the puzzles themselves are 3D like I've never almost seen before. Because I tell you what, I went into Puzzling Places again right after because I'm like, I need to have a fresh spot. Puzzling Places. Puzzling Places is like the crappy younger cousin, sister's brother's daughter of
Toothless cousin.
Shores of Loci, Misai, Shores of Loki, Loci. Shores of Lucy.
Bonsai.
But the pieces now, the pieces are like super 3D here, right? I mean, it's like you're grabbing these things and you're putting together, and there's like, and then I was started to build that first puzzle, and I'm like, oh, this is super cool, and you're putting the pieces together, and then all of a sudden I still had the puzzle in front of me, like I thought I completed it, and I wasn't done yet, and they drop more pieces in front of you. They're like, boom, it drops these pieces, and they come up out of the water, and it's just like, boom, these pieces are huge. I'm like, holy shit, I'm not done yet. And you know what? It starts to go vertical. So it's not like you're building a flat puzzle now. Now you're going vertical. And all of a sudden you're getting up higher and higher in these pieces. So now you're not thinking just in, okay, I need edges and things like that. You're thinking in three-dimensional space. So it's a completely different thing with the puzzle. And where Puzzling Places is like putting flat pieces of a puzzle together. It's like take pictures. It's like taking pieces of pictures and putting that picture together. This is actually taking this like the real structure and putting it right back together, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I was watching your picture. I was out with the stream and with no sound. I was enraptured with what you were saying. But yeah, it's exactly it. And I, and like somebody said, I think it was Chris 9989 was saying what was cool about it is you could watch the levels come alive as you play, and that was really cool. The people and like you said, the pieces, the 3D pieces, it's kind of like you had to look for them, right? Like, because you're looking at this like structure of a big pier or whatever. I guess it turned out to be this really cool, like I guess it looked like a vacation pier with canoes and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it was almost like a
And
floating village, right? It was so cool.
yeah, it was really cool. And so, but I'm looking at I'm trying to figure out how it comes to pieces or together. And I see this one piece that looks kind of weird. And so I'm like, okay, we're trying to find a piece that you're taking what you would do in a normal puzzle, but in a different way, right? Because you don't know if you're building up or down or left or right. Because
Right.
after that first puzzle, when pieces keep coming, I didn't know that that's what it was going to happen. So the next puzzles that came along, you don't know if just because you see that there's a piece that could go there, that could be from another set of pieces. So you're really turning this thing over and over and over. And like I said, that one, I think it was one of the beginning ones with the people and the towers and stuff. I had trouble finding how to put it together on one side, but when I looked on the other side, it had these green things that connected in a different way, and I was able to do it that way, and I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of like I assume they anticipated some people might see it one way or another and have an easier way of finding it. I was kind of cool. I thought it was cool to have multiple ways, right?
Oh yeah, and to be fair, I'm not a fan of these puzzle games. I'm like, I've had puzzling places for, since it came out in App Lab, and I probably played like 15 minutes. I'm like, I put the first puzzle together. I'm like, okay, I'm just not a
That's
puzzle
cool.
fan. I'm like not a puzzle fan in real life either. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's like these things are great. If you love puzzles in real life, this is like
It's
I
gonna
would never
blow
do
your
it.
mind.
I would never do a real puzzle ever again if I could do puzzles like this. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
a huge puzzle fan, this is a way to do it. So puzzling places is great. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with puzzling places, but me, the only downside of this game and where it's not as good as puzzling places is in the content. Puzzling places has a ton of puzzles, dude. I don't even know how many. There's like pages of puzzles. It is just
But
the
I don't think
content.
it was like that when it released, especially
It
when it
wasn't
released originally on App Lab, right? I think there was like 10. Now
exactly,
there's
and
hundreds.
so there's only
maybe
four
you're wrong.
puzzles. There's only four puzzles here, but these puzzles are long. You know what I mean? So it's not like a quick puzzle. They get harder as they go, and they're not easy. But there is only four, and as soon as you get done, they do say more coming soon. So they're gonna have more. And I'm just saying the experience right now that there is with those four puzzles is 100% worth it. Trust me, it's that damn good. Like I want to go in and finish every one of these puzzles now.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I definitely was worth was an amazing time. Chris said puzzles in VR misses out on the best part, nearly finishing the puzzle before realizing you've lost a piece.
Exactly. Like where's the
So true.
second piece?
Yeah, that last piece. I would submit that's the best part of playing it this way, right? But
Right.
yeah, I definitely I really enjoyed it. I didn't know it was only 4. I didn't get through all of them. Did you
I
get through
didn't
them all?
either.
I guess. Okay.
Traveling Man did. That's the only reason I know. He was in the stream last night, and I asked him in the stream, because he finished it, and I said, how many were there? Because I had gotten through 3 puzzles, so I did record it, guys. I recorded my play session right from scratch of me getting into it for the first time, and I will have it out probably Saturday. I'll edit it down tonight or tomorrow, and I'll put it out Saturday. So if you want to see a couple of the first puzzles, I kind of stopped. Like, I didn't want to show too much, and I didn't know how much there was, so I'm glad I stopped where I did because it would have ruined the whole game for everybody. But if you want to see a little bit of it, you can go and at least watch a little bit of it and see how it is and see how it reacts and just annoy you nailed it when you said sound too. The music in this game is fantastic.
It's just really good. I mean, and I just really enjoyed my time as I was like putting the it was legitimately what like I was running out of time. I think I had to go into I was between stops and I had to go to a stop. I didn't want to I wanted to keep going. Like I just didn't want to stop playing the game. So I thought it was super cool.
Yeah,
But,
and like what Wes said the other night too, and we were all three of us talking together. It's just a super chill game if you want to go in and just relax. Like I think I even said in my video at one point, this is the game. If you had a stressful day and you just want to get in and do something, you don't want to have anything stressful. You just want to go in and just chill and have cool music and kind of lose yourself in completing these puzzles, this is the perfect game, man. It really is. And then the little thing, when a lot of these puzzles, like the first puzzle is like stone. So when you're like trying to fit these pieces together, it makes that sound of like two pieces of like chiseled stone trying like touching each other. It makes that sound. It's just
Like
it's
scraping
really,
sound,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, it's so cool, right?
Yeah.
And then when they
Yeah.
do fit together, when you get that put together, it like clicks. And you get that satisfying sound of it clicks, and there's like just a cool thing. Yeah.
It's just cool when watching it was when you finish it and it goes up in the air and it like makes this big production. It gets huge and then it comes down into your environment, and sits down in the water right in front of you. And I think I got through 3 of them. So I'm kind of excited to see the 4th. I'm a little bummed that there's only 4, but
Yeah.
as Onakazi jokingly says, the rant earlier tonight didn't teach you not to recommend unfinished games. But this is the
But
difference.
this one's worth it. This one's worth it right out of the bat. Like even just if they stopped right here, it's worth it.
It's worth it for sure. And this is the difference. You go, I always, then the devs, they have street cred, and this goes with anything. They've with puzzling places, they've showed me that they give you tons of content. So I'm going to believe they're going to give us tons of more content. So
yeah. What did you think of the
So,
Outlier thing? I'll get your opinion on that. Well, let me ask what we're going to ask first, Todd, before we go to that. 'cause I don't know how.
There's just a comment I don't want to lose. Bricub from Twitch says, I keep hearing about App Lab, but can't seem to find it. Is it on the Oculus Store? It kind of is on the Oculus Store, but it's like hidden content on the Oculus Store. So the best way to get to App Lab is to go to applab.games in any browser. Just type in that, applab.games in any browser, and it'll take you to SideQuest's App Lab reference store, and then you can pick and choose whatever games, and that'll link directly to the Oculus Store and install it on your headset.
and if it tells you that it warns you, tell it to fuck off. And then
screw off, man.
I still, that's the biggest thing that's crazy. It's like, oh, how do you expect people to buy games when it's like warning you, hey, this might be a hazardous, even though there's nothing wrong with it? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, the whole App Lab is a meta cluster.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's great. I mean, I'm glad it's there. I just wish they did it better. The implementation is not good. But yeah, App Lab's really not a place. So if you're thinking you're going to go somewhere and find a store, that's really not anywhere you're going to find in the meta universe. You need to go to SideQuest to find out about everything. That's what it is. I need to send you to another place to find out about Meta's App Lab.
Yeah. And SideQuest was smart, right? They went out and bought the domain applab.games so that they could redirect people easily. It's an easy website to remember, and it takes you directly there. So
yeah. I as far as Outlier, I'm 100% with you, man. Like it's the only game that they have that the best one as far as mechanics and the most potential. I understand exactly what they're saying. It's the depth. It scared them, I think. They realized they said at least 8 months that we're gonna have to really dig into this just to make it viable. And I don't know why they're even doing any of it. They still haven't given us a story for Stride at this point. I'm like with you. I don't want it. I just want to make do one thing, and they're just doing too much. And they've each one of the games are amazing in their own right. It's just like pick one and run with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I'm calling Stride here. Stride is a good game, and it's not a bad game. It's a good game. It's a fun game. It really is good. We just wanted it to be more than it was, and they promised right from the beginning, right from the beginning, guys. We have an awesome campaign that's coming. This is going to be Mirror's Edge. This is going to be Mirror's Edge in in VR, and here it comes. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And again, they're getting ready to do stuff, but it's not. It's multiplayer. It's not the story. It's not coming. Not right now. Maybe eventually, but not right now. And it's just too bad. And like I said, they get it. It's like they just take too much on. It's too much. 4 or 5 games going at one time.
Well, you have to ask yourself too exactly what I just said about the last developer with Street Cred. How do I know it's ever coming with Stride now? They've now set a precedent in my mind that they're gonna start something and not finish it and pull out. So why do I expect Stride to be finished? If I'm being honest, right? Like, why would they not just say 3 months from now? I'm sorry, it's too much. It would have taken us 8 months to write a story, whatever their fucking excuse is. You know what I mean? And I'm like you. I love Joyway. I love their games. I want depth in my games, and this isn't the way to get them. You know, you're picking, in my opinion, the two shallowest of the games, and going that way is the easy way. And maybe just finish those games before you even started Outlier. That would have been nice. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, or just hold Outlier. You don't need to release it. You know what I mean? Joyway is doing just fine. I mean, they're not a company that like is about to go down if they don't release Outlier. You know what I mean? Did they get that much windfall from releasing Outlier in early access that it sustained them for another month or two? I mean, they didn't have to release it. That's the whole thing. You could have just been working on it behind the scenes, keep testing, keep all of us in the beta testing of it like you were. Just keep working on it from behind the scenes, and then when it's ready, then you release it. And you know what? Then people pay for it. Then they'll pay for it, and then they'll buy it.
Right. Yeah. Instead of putting out, this is the thing, and I saw it was I think it was a thumbnail of Gamertag. Shout out to Gamertag VR, amazing guy. And it was about some game, and it was, can't remember what game it was, but this is where we're stuck in VR right now. The thumbnail was something of the nature, this game has potential. I don't want a game that fucking has potential anymore. I want the game that's finished. There's a reason why I'm playing Flat Game V Rising, because it's, even that's in early access. It's one of the best games I've played that's indie in a long time. Like the depth needs to be there. All of these things, I don't want potential anymore. I'm sick of hearing that. I'm sick of hearing that everywhere I turn. Well, this could be good down the road. I'm here today. What do you have for me today? That's what I want.
And that's where I think, you know what, the PlayStation VR 2 is going to kind of save all of that, because they're going to put out, PlayStation's not going to put out incomplete games. They're going to put out polished games. They're going to be AAA games. They've already stated that. We are going to see games on a level like we haven't seen before. And this is going to force everybody else to step up what they're doing. That's the way it is. We're in a mobile market right now where people, and again, I don't know if Joyway, I just don't think the system's right anymore. The whole idea of releasing unfinished games is just not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
Completely.
Alan Kara says, I'm hearing Roots is not excited for Bone Lab. I think Bone Lab could be amazing if it has a story in it. Like even Boneworks is heads and shoulders above most of the games that come out these days. As far as what you could do, there's so much gameplay, right? And it was different, and it was amazing, and it was the puzzles, and but there's just so many games now that come out that are just they're just very shallow in a sense. Being in the game isn't enough. You need to make the gameplay compelling, and you need to make the gameplay fun, and it needs to have depth to it. And this is the weird place the developers are going to find themselves in as they continue. Just like we saw a couple years ago, people were still making games for 2016, and they'd come out and people were like, what the fuck is this? This isn't 2016 anymore. Well, now it's 2022, and I'm playing these games, and this isn't 2018 anymore. This is 2022. We need depth.
Yeah. I mean, look at Cosmonius High. I love Alchemy Labs. I think they're great. But Cosmonius High did as well as they wanted to, because that game is a game that would have done well 2 years ago. It's the days of, oh my god, I can do that in VR and that's all the game is kind of over. I mean, you're not going to.
With 10 million headsets being purchased, there is really no beginners in the, oh my god, this is so cool. We want depth, right? Like,
what do we always say? The whole idea of, oh, I can see my hands in VR. That's over now, right? I can touch something. I can actually pick something up in VR. Yeah, we're over that. That can't be your game anymore. It can't be. The tech demo phase is gone now, right? You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the ultimate immersion, because Wes will say, and I agree, start like if you're in the game, that's immersion. That's like first step right there. That's better than anything, right? But if I can get so sucked into a flat game through the window because the gameplay is so good, what do you think that game is going to be like in VR with that same gameplay? That's what we're looking for. We want the next level of like, okay, we've got the immersion of being in there. We've got our hands. We're doing everything. I can wave to people, do whatever. But now the gameplay loop that will draw you in, and it's actually really fun and cool and unique. And don't get me wrong, there are VR games out there that do it. Shadowgate, you guys mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But it's just very few and far between.
Yeah, they're definitely out there. I mean, you know, we've been playing them. I mean, there are games out there, and it's just, and Outlier could have been one of those games. That's why I'm so upset, because it just, the potential was there for that game to be really, really good. And you know, the gameplay was there. They just needed to finish it, put the story into it, and it would have been amazing. It would have been, you know, a great experience to keep playing because it was so much fun. Because I love this type of roguelike games, and they did a good job with it. They just needed to finish it, or wait and then finish it later. But
Or wait, right? Yeah. Or like you said, even early access draws an early access price. If I paid $10 for it, it wouldn't have been a hard pill to swallow. I get it, right? How many things have I kickstarted that never went anywhere?
Well,
Same, I understand that, but I'm not going to pay full price for those things.
The best games are like, have the Pavlov model, right? $10 comes out in early access. It makes a really good game of itself, and then it becomes $24.95. It sustains you while you're building up as you're making the game, and then it rewards the people that bought the game on day one, you know, instead of jacking it to $24.95 right off the bat, and then you're sitting there with, you know, a handful of people playing.
Yeah. Now give me different. You know, if you're going to give me, you know, if you're going to give me something that's new and that's, you know, that's showing people something different, that's okay. Make it something special. You know what I mean? If you're just showing proof of concept, or if you're just going to show, you know, technology stuff, make it something that's going to blow my mind. Make it something I haven't done before. Make it something I can't do normally, that I can still have fun in. That's cool. Give me that. I'll do that. But if we're doing Vacation Simulator, but now in 2022, you know, it's just not as, not that it's not great. It's just that we've done that. We've been there. You know, and it's going to be great for a certain audience. It's just for us, or most of us. It's just, we've done it already.
What's that? The puzzle game, that one Spry Guy just finished. The one with the time travel. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Wanderer.
Yeah, that's such an amazing
Wanderer.
game. I need to finish that game.
That was a good game. That they put so much thought and effort in that game, just in the way they pieced everything together. I mean, that was a game, and you know, that was one of those games we're talking about. I mean, that's you know, it's complete. It's done. It's 100% with thought invoking, almost AAA quality. I would say AAA quality game. If they launched without a little bit of the jank that they had, I would say almost pretty much AAA. It was that good.
Yeah. Well, they got
really
rid of the jank too. So it's
Yeah, they
AAA
did.
now, right?
It's fixed. 100% fixed. They fixed any of the problems we had. 100% fixed. Absolutely. Guys, you know what? I've just decided I'm going to buy somebody Key to Shores of Loci, because it's that good, man. So
It
we're
is,
going to add a key, and we've been going on for a while now. So let's do this, Roots. Let's give away a couple of keys, man.
Do it.
Let's give away a key to Shadowgate. So Shadowgate is about to launch on Steam. It's been out on Rift now for a little bit. You know, launched on Quest 2. And then Dave set it up to where it was on the Rift store, but it's going to be launching in the Steam. So if you want the Steam, if you like the Steam ecosystem and you don't want to get into the Oculus ecosystem, now you can have it. Later this month in June, you will see that. We're going to kind of celebrate that with Dave, and we're going to have some stuff coming up. Stay tuned. We have some big things coming from Shadowgate, and we're going to see some cool collaborations.
Exciting
And
times.
yeah, we're going to see some more Dave coming up soon, and lots of cool stuff coming there, and big news coming from Shadowgate and the Shadowgate universe coming soon. So yeah,
I'm gonna give
One
a
of
quick
the-
shout out to Gamer VR 1988, who's in the metaverse. Apparently, he's losing his mind in there. So
Hey.
shout out to Gamer VR 1988 in the
What's
metaverse.
up, Gamer VR 1988. Bruce, that was going to be my name, and I feel a little bit weird because I was going to choose that name.
I don't think I took my name.
That's weird, man. Why would
I
you
love
choose
when-
his name?
1968.
I love
not
that was one of
1988.
my favorite. That's one of my favorite things, man. We used to go into Pop One and you have somebody with a weird, like a crazy name, and Roots be like, "Dude, this is crazy. I was just gonna pick that name, and I decided to go Roots instead."
You stole my name, bro.
He's like this. Karina Stim says #multiverse. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we need to finish
Paul
Demio.
Fantasy.
Speaking of Demios,
Yes.
with Mash
Wanna play it.
Cloud Shirt with we need to finish. Actually, we got several games going with Dave specifically,
know.
right? Dave Marsh.
Yeah,
Dave, I'm
hell
looking at
yeah.
you.
Exactly. Oh man, this is funny. I love Shadowgate. All the love for Shadowgate's awesome. Spent 8 hours to complete Shadowgate. Great game. Show made me buy it. Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
This is for a key to Shadowgate right now.
Yeah, key to Shadowgate.
You guys do it. All your hard work. You guys do make an awesome show.
Thank you, Roots. Thank you, Bluebell. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for the statement. We really appreciate it. And you know what? If everybody feels the same way, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. That'd be awesome. Thumbs up always helps,
especially during live.
Yeah.
It suggests to other people. The more likes thumbs up you get, the more people you get here, right?
Yeah,
Joseph Alcantara has won a copy of Shadowgate VR.
Your mic is really high at the top.
Mine is? Yeah, I bumped into it.
Yeah, the gain's really high now or something.
God.
Joseph Alcantara, congratulations. Amazing game. That thing is killer. And Joseph Alcantara. Hell yeah. Just hit me up on mashdaddycool@gmail.com or lamplighter@gmail.com. And you probably just one of the best games you'll find on the Quest 2, right, Bruce?
Yes, absolutely. One of the best for sure. And Steve says, still playing kind of hard, but I'm not very smart. No, don't put yourself down that way, Steve. It's actually maybe it's I'm not very smart either. It's got some difficulty to it. But
it does.
Yeah, where are you stuck at?
Especially you get to some of those minecart stages. It's hard, dude. Because you're flying down this minecart, and I don't give away too much, but there's enemies are flying around shooting shit at you.
It's the best part, dude. Like, come on, man. Who doesn't want to go down minecarts?
Come on,
it's a wizard.
Hell yeah. All right, that's cool, man.
Wait,
but he already ends it. Yeah.
Okay.
Jinx.
Hey, Jinx D.
All right. So who was that? Joseph Alcantara said that. Oh my God, I won, but I already own the game. Sadly, I tell you what, just hit me up. We'll trade out a key with you. We'll respin for this one. We'll give another key away, and I'll trade out with you. I can only do that one time tonight, guys. Next person wins it if you already own it.
Give it to a friend.
VR review says I played the minecart stage about 20 times before I got past it. This is the thing that's what makes it so cool. The old school part. It's like that one part you had to go across that one puzzle bridge or whatever.
Oh yeah, with the spikes.
Yeah, and I did it without knowing how to do it. I just like kept dying and found my way through and got all the way there, and then found out I didn't have the key. And I literally cursed at Dave because I was like, "You son of a bitch, man!" Like, because I had to go back and get the key. It was crazy. It was cool though. I like it.
That's the part that I left off on in that game. I got across the bridge. Hussein X.
Hussein X. Hell yeah, man. I hope you don't have it, brother. I hope you don't have it. Whiny Witch is in the multiverse. What is going on, Whiny Witch? And Full Moon Hunter stopped by the multiverse as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you everybody for hanging out so long tonight. I know we've been going so long, but we had an amazing discussion with VR with Jasmine, and I was so glad. I'm so glad you came in and did this with us. I miss having you on here, man. It's been a while. It's been too long.
Yeah, it has been a while. Onikazi says it seems like everybody's game got hot.
It did. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Is it mine too? I don't know.
I can't hear the stream. I can just hear you guys. It sounds normal to me. Is mine still loud?
Yeah, yours is still loud. Dee's is loud. Bruce is normal, I think.
But, that's got to be restream.
Yeah, restream. Good thing we're almost done.
Yeah. Okay, we got one more key. This is for Shores of Loci.
Yeah. So before we spin, guys, well, I will say, okay, Todd's good to go. Holy crap, Todd, you're on it. I'll do all my stuff after. No worries.
He's got to pee.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I gotta go, bro. So this is for Shores of Loci.
Paul. Oh, Pace Tyson again.
Pace again.
Can't win again.
Keep going.
I'm sorry, Pace. Oh man, I apologize. I'm sorry. You cannot win twice. Can't win 2 games a night. We went through that a long time ago, and it's not fair. So we have to respin. Sorry, Pace.
I think that was the anti-tech rule because he won 5 in one night or something.
Yeah, him and there was that other dude. I can't even remember his name now. What was that guy? The kid's
Island?
name? Island. That's it. Oh my God.
He never comes to our shows anymore.
No, because we changed that rule. He's like, I'm out.
Aylin Kara.
Think so. Yep.
That was for Swarm, right?
Oh, Swarm. Alan Kara, I'll trade you Loci for
Do you
Swarm.
want want Swarm instead? Because I know
Yeah.
you returned it, Alan Kara. You didn't give it the love you needed.
No. Swarm is so good. So
It is so good. Except for we never tried the multiplayer yet.
I know. We got to do that.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
How many players? At,
I think it's just 2.
I think
But
it's
it's Quest
just two,
only.
Two, yeah.
Because we tried the PC version, didn't work.
Alan Kara says no Swarm. Alan Kara, just message me on Gmail. So get me at mashdaddycool@gmail.com, or you can get me on Messenger at Eric Mash, or either one. And we'll gift you. I'll just send you the gift key of Shores of Loci. And I don't do that normally. I don't buy a lot of gift keys for people because usually I get keys, donated. But I think this one is so good that I don't mind taking it out of my own pocket.
Hey, do you want to do a swapperoo? You can give Who's Saying X.
Already got it. Already got Shadowgate, so he can swap.
Give Hussein X Loci, and Alan Kara will take Shadowgate.
Oh, you guys want to do that? 100%. Just remind me when you message me that we did this, or Todd will change it. But yeah, I'm cool with that. If you guys want to do a swap.
That.
Yeah, he says do a swap. There we go. It worked out right there. Everybody wins.
Except for me.
Except for Todd. He's got to retype it now. Awesome. Dude. In the words of Hannibal Smith, I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
A-Team, for anybody who doesn't know. A-Team. 80s. B.A. Baracus. Face.
Yeah. That was actually a good Bradley Cooper movie, too.
That's a good Bradley Cooper movie.
They remade it with Bradley Cooper. It was good.
Yeah,
right.
As Face.
But I don't know. Do you think
Mr. T did not do
Liam Neeson played Hannibal Smith, though? That was a little weird.
That was weird.
That was weird, man. But yeah, it was cool. It was good. It was good.
The Mr. T guy wasn't as good as Mr. T, but
wow, how could you be?
That was a UFC fighter, former UFC fighter. What's his name? I forget.
Wait, hold on. Before we do the swap, Felipe says he does not consent.
He does not consent. Swap. Oh my god. So he's objecting. He's like at a church and objecting at the wedding.
He's a conscientious objector. I object.
Dude, Roots, he absolutely loves this freaking mix.
Isn't it amazing, Todd?
No, the top half doesn't work. So I need you to help me.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Like 1 through 6 and the megaphone robot hard, they don't do anything. I push them.
Really?
All of them. None of them do anything. So.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look. Oh wait, do you have to
I want to do his
put in you put in the FX button, you hit the FX?
Oh no, I don't push that. Do I have to push that?
Rampage
Jackson. Hit the FX.
Hello.
There you go.
I didn't know I had to push that.
Yeah.
You created a monster. Yeah.
So let's hear. All right, let's hear Roots's high-pitched voice compared to Todd's high-pitched voice.
Hello, how's it going?
Hang on. I did something else the other day.
Oh shit, listen to Todd. I've created a monster.
Hello, can you hear me? Is it doing anything? I don't think it's working.
Nope.
No, it's working.
It's definitely working, bro.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh man, award-winning Q2C VR Gamer Live episode. We're gonna be voted. We're gonna be voted for an Augie, I think.
I think so. New toys are great. I agree.
Oh man,
especially if you make. Yeah, I mean, the thing is Todd uses so much. He's gonna be crazy, going crazy.
Well, between it and the Steam Deck with like unlimited buttons, it's ridiculous what I can do over here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well,
and then D with her green screen. Look at that.
I know, dude. Once she gets that fine tunes that lighting.
Oh my god, because this is absolutely driving me.
It already looks really good though, D.
Yeah, it does. It looks good, except for you get the lighting, and then you can turn.
Or when I bring my coffee cup into screen. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to help that.
Yeah, that's always gonna be like that.
I know,
but it makes it cool.
Raider Run, who always told me that Puzzling Places is one of his favorite games and one of the best games he's played, just said Shores of Loci just gave me a holy shit moment. Was a beautiful game.
I'm assuming game or name. It was. Yeah,
I knew he was gonna say it because I know how much he loves puzzling places. But I'm telling you guys, it's that much better. The Shores of Loci is that much better than puzzling places. It's a huge difference when you're talking about taking little. It looks like photographs. Okay, now there is 3 dimensions in those. Okay, to those pieces, but it's not the same. And they're like this big. You're manipulating pieces that are like huge, like this big. You know what I mean? They're like this tall, and they get huge. The ones you do in puzzling places are like tiny.
It's like the difference between playing a flat puzzle and a 3D puzzle, right? Except for you're playing this 3D puzzle with pieces that are huge, and like you said, when we're back to talking about this game, I like when I'm bringing these pieces together, you could hear the crunching of the scraping of the rocks, and it sounded so spot on. Like the sound is really good in this game.
Yeah. Todd, you're gonna love it, man. You need to go into it and check it out. It's that good.
Yeah, I assumed puzzling places maybe 20% better, so I was looking forward to it, but I wasn't like. Now I'm gonna go play right now.
Yeah, and
It is-
Radio to remind me of that thing. The little tiny people that are on you.
I didn't know that was the thing. Like they move around on there?
puzzle, and they don't look like real people. They look like little space like alien people or something, and they're different, but they're walking around, and you can like look up close and you see them like doing their own
that's
little
cool.
thing. And
Yeah, that's cool.
Steve wants to know: is it short, and why not on the official Quest store?
Official
It is
Quest stores-
short.
Yes.
Oculus, Meta.
Okay.
Sorry,
Meta. Yeah.
sorry,
Right.
sorry, Meta.
Yeah. There's so many loops and jumps to go through and to get onto the Meta store that the App Lab is just a stepping stone to get to that spot. Maybe they need more content before they can do it. Maybe they can't be beta or early access if they've named themselves that. But
I think a lot of games too, and maybe not these ones because they've been around for a while, but people make these games with we're gonna get on the store, and then Meta's like, you ain't doing it, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And then you have this game that's really good. Where do you go? Thank God for App Lab, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, I do kill App Lab, but I don't kill the idea of App Lab. I kill the implementation of App Lab.
yeah.
Right.
Love App Lab. App Lab is fantastic. Half the games out there that we wouldn't even know about if it wasn't for App Lab. But most of them we know about them because of side quests, not because of App Lab. You know what I mean? We can just play them because of App Lab. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, why this is on there, I don't know. It shouldn't be. There's nothing in this game that would point to you to be on the App Lab store, not worthy of being on the regular store, other than what Ruth said that it's short, or maybe this was a decision of the publisher. Sometimes it's easier to do things when you're on App Lab, so maybe they know they don't have a ton of content yet. So maybe they want to start downloading stuff. You can actively work on your game in App Lab, and you can add stuff without as much red tape and then if you're on the Oculus store. And when you get into the Oculus store, you can't make a move without the permission of Meta or Oculus. I mean, you can't even make an update. So when you're on App Lab, you can actually update your game without even sending the update to Oculus normally. You can actually just actively work on it right there, and then if you need to update your game when it's on the Meta store, on the Oculus store, you need to send the update to them. They need to approve it. Then you can do it, and you can work on it. So, and again,
so if you've got back-to-back updates, it just becomes a logistical nightmare. So sticking to App Lab for a while, at least until the bugs are worked out, is a good, like I say, it's a stepping stone. It's a good move.
Yeah, Onikazi says every update on the Quest store needs to pass certification. So
yeah.
So
possibly they just weren't. They knew they only had 4 puzzles. They weren't exactly ready. I don't know. There's no way we're going to know that. Does it deserve to be on the store? It does. It's that good of a game.
Sure.
It's one of the better games I've played. And again, I don't really like puzzles. You know what I mean?
There's no zombies.
Can you imagine how better the sales would be if they are on the store when they do get on the store? Hopefully, because that is kind of it's a game that needs to be played. I know Hussein X says looking forward to Shores of Loci. You've hyped me up even more. Yeah. And,
dude, come on Saturday. Hussein X, come see us Saturday for Reality Bites. Let us know what you think, because I think you're going to be like raving over this, really. So, and that's a shameful plug for guys. Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Come and join me and Todd and D and your old good friend Gamertag VR for Reality Bites, episode number 3 already. Roots of Reality Bites.
That's crazy. You don't even need a shameless plug. That's just that good. I question your soul if you're not there. Although I hope I can be there.
We're going later now, so that maybe help.
That's right.
Yeah.
4 p.m. So 2.
4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I should be able to be there. I can't remember what happened last time.
I think, or is it 2 p.m. Eastern? I can't remember.
Something
Yeah,
happened
Yeah.
because I said last time I should. Oh yeah, I'll be there then, and then I couldn't be there. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, this is our first time being at 4 p.m. We've decided to move it. Oh no, did we move last? We moved last
Second
week
one,
too.
yeah.
Second one. Yeah. So we just decided to move the time. It was just a little bit better and didn't coincide with F reality. That's the
F reality. We didn't want to be broadcasting the same time they are. That's not nice.
Yeah, it's not nice. Yeah.
No. So yeah, definitely come and see us 4 p.m. Saturday. Gamer Tag. We have a cool show coming up. We're going to talk about a little bit of stuff that's going to be happening at AWE. We're going to talk about probably some of these games. We'll get Gamer Tag's take on a couple of things going on in VR, and we have other stuff that we kind of left off the docket today, so we would have to talk about for Saturday. And that would lead me to, guys, Discord. Come see us on Discord. We're doing a lot of cool stuff on Discord right now. Todd has made a giveaway channel on Discord. We're going to start doing some giveaways just for the Discord. Get a little more activity in the Discord. We're broaching on almost 1,000 people in our Discord, and it's getting more active, and we want to see it get more active. And while you're joining that Discord, make sure you go over and join Virtual Strangers Discord as well, because again, lots of crossover there and lots of cool stuff going on at Virtual Strangers Discord as well. And then, guys, if there's anything you do to help support the channel, we really appreciate. Again, always thumbs up help on any video that we do. If you can, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you hit the bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you don't know when we go live and you don't know when we drop new content. And also, if you want to do something a little bit extra, you can always help us with Patreon. And you want to come and join us on Mondays, and you want to come and hang out with me and Todd and Dee and some of the other patrons and actually plan this show every week. You can come and join us and do that. All you have to do is become a Patreon member, and you can come and hang out with us every week. And if you can't be there live, we always record it and we play it to the Patreon members who can't make it later on. We do special giveaways for the Patreons every month. You get a free T-shirt and just a lot of cool stuff. And we get to become a little community, and we appreciate everybody, whether you're a Patreon or not, just for being here and just for supporting us.
Yeah.
The giveaway on Discord right now, I've got 5 game keys up for Drunk or Dead 1. We're going to do some work with them on Drunk or Dead 2 over the next few months for their 2023 release, and they gave me a bunch of keys to give away for their first edition Drunk or Dead 1. So
Drunk or Dead. I may have to record something for that. Are you going to record something for that?
I should. It looks so good. I got to get
Who doesn't want to be drunk?
They are Steam keys.
Or you
Or
could
dead.
be dead.
Or
One or
dead.
the
You
other.
could be dead.
It's
You
like
get
a
to choose.
watch or something on your hand that tells you how sober you are. If you're too sober, game over. You got to
Yeah.
keep drinking.
I think what we're going to do is we'll talk a little bit more about this one on Saturday. We'll actually have the trailer up and we'll show it for Drunk or Dead 2. It's going to be amazing, and it looks pretty cool. That's why the reason why we're talking about Drunk or Dead 1 is we saw the trailer of Drunk or Dead 2, and I'm like, this is funny as hell. I don't care if the game is good or not. It looks funny, and I just want to
And it's
laugh at it.
multiplayer. Drunk or Dead too.
And it's 4-person multiplayer.
The premise, because all these games you see that are like the fighting games where you get drunk and they're gimmicky, right? But this one is the premise that you have to drink or you die. I'm assuming there's going to be repercussions to the drinking, but you still have shit you need to do. Maybe, I don't know. I think it sounds very intriguing, and I haven't even seen any gameplay at all. So,
Oh my god, you got to watch the trailer for Drunk or Dead 2, man.
It's so good. It's so funny.
good.
Like we so this is what happened. So if you want to be a part of this, we were in the Patreon meeting, and somebody recommended, somebody say something about it in the Patreon meeting, and we put Todd right in the meeting. Because we meet and restream, he pulled up the trailer. We all watched, all of us at the Patreon. We all watched this freaking trailer, and we're like, holy crap!
In the meeting live, I sent them an email and said, "What the hell? Why don't I know about this game?"
Yeah. So all of a sudden they sent us some keys. So we got some keys for Virtual Strangers. We got some keys for us. We're going to totally do a little cross review thing here, and we'll be ready for actually, it's not even coming out until 2023, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, dude. That's so long
spring.
away.
Drunk or Dead 2.
Right.
The vomiting.
It's got a great tale.
All right, guys, we have bored you long enough tonight. I appreciate everybody for being here. I would just like to say that thank you again to all of our patrons that support us, and thank you for everybody who gave thumbs up. Thank you just for being here and being here, all the time. We appreciate it. Thank you for being in the multiverse. Guys, my name is Eric. This is Todd. That is Dee. That's Roos, who was here on a surprise. Thanks for jumping in here, man. You rock.
You rock, man. Thanks for asking. Always do it for you guys. You guys are you got your show rocks.
Thanks, man. You're the best. All right, everybody. We will see you Saturday. Take it easy.